thing. Like, it's gonna depend if it's live action or not. If it's live action, then it's gonna be really.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can see Chris Pratt being Mario.
But if it's all just voice acting, then I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
Like, are they gonna go the Sonic route? Like,
I still haven't seen that movie.
it's better than you'd expect it to be. You're recording, aren't you?
No, I think we're live right now.
Oh yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay.
I saw you look at Colby, and I was just like, "We're live, are we?" But I wanted to finish my.
I didn't want to look over your shoulder.
No, I wanted to finish my thought.
It's like, I'm gonna let them shoot themselves in the foot, and then when they realize we're live,
I want the unedited first version of the Sonic movie more than anything else
No.
in this life. Give me the curse.
Absolutely not.
Give me the curse.
When me and Colby saw it in theater, I screamed it at the screen.
I want the original edit.
but what about the
Blu-ray.
Cats movie, the original
I
cut,
haven't seen that.
the
my
butthole
God.
cut?
I haven't seen it.
It's bad.
It's fake.
I've never seen any kind of.
No, I'm talking about the movie. The movie itself.
Oh, the movie's terrible.
The movie
but
is horrible.
There was like a whole meme series about like the there's
Yeah,
no cat buttholes.
Yeah. They took them out.
They had to electronically erase them.
I don't have a coat.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anamorphic buttholes.
Why? You
Cat
just
butt.
you just turned your hood into a butthole.
Yeah, that's
so-
what I was gonna say. Like I thought he was just role playing.
But Gandalf said it.
This is a role play game.
And we just ruined him. Absolutely ruined him.
You are the chosen one. Talking about a boy.
Did you know D&D actually stands for how long can you break your DM for?
You guys are
Yes.
starting off the gate strong today.
I found a
It's
silicone
been
in
a-
my hair.
Been a hot minute since we played together. And, you know, I thought we were getting this all out of our system before we hit start.
No,
It's back.
And then y'all just hit... No. Okay.
this is why the people like us. This is why they show
Whoa,
up.
whoa, hold on. I don't think anybody's explicitly said that they enjoy watching our content.
Yeah, I don't either.
Hold on, sobering thought.
Oh.
It's gonna be a long night, Andrew.
I'm looking forward to this so much. You don't understand. I took a nap before this to make sure I was like good.
Damn.
Hello. Welcome to Dungeons and Dunderheads. My name's Andrew. I'm unfortunately the DM for this evening. Here are the rest of my chuckle fucks. We're all playing Dungeons. You guys broke me so early.
All right, have a good night, everybody.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll a
Would you
D2.
say I took you down a notch?
He's still gonna fumble it. Go ahead.
Is that a D2?
Yeah.
It is
respect
D2. So, last time we were playing, we were... you guys were fighting a Minotaur that had control over chains and a magical iron sand pit.
Mm-hmm.
It took the entire session because he do barbarian things.
A 4-hour fight.
Yep.
You do that
And
sometimes.
I don't regret it.
I was absolutely so fun. Loved every second of it.
But yeah, you guys found out Vathis, not such a bad guy, just in some really shitty circumstances. You guys took his head and his body up out of the pit with you. And this is the wrong time to ask for that information, bud.
We were being nice. We're not being murdered.
Chopped his head off and took his body.
No.
How are we being nice?
Okay, so anyway, we're in the intro right now. Let's
Yeah,
do
we
that.
got the intro. You guys picked up his body, picked up his head, brought it out of the pit. You guys are back in the foyer. Had a little bit of a talking to with your goblin artificer buddy.
Is he a goblin?
He is a goblin.
Forgot that part.
Yes. You guys hired him to be a healer, even though he shoots guns.
He did an okay
And then
job.
everybody was very rude, and I was like,
Yep.
"Hey, he contributed."
Sam was not. Sam was very polite.
I was nice to him.
I think,
Jaden
I
chilled
think
out
I
after a
was-
second.
I think I was polite and firm.
No, you were just rude.
I don't think so.
You think the word "firm" is the word you should be using. for
We
rude.
discussed his performance because it wasn't what we were expecting. And then we found a way forward. I think that was
I
polite.
gave her nuts.
At no point did he sign a contract saying he would shoot us to health with this magical wellness bullet.
Honestly, I don't think we should go opening up like background check services after this, after like our interviews, because I think we did a pretty bad job if we realized like,
I mean,
in the middle of a
I
fight.
am the one that said don't bring this guy specifically at the start, so
Yeah, but
Did not
you
work for-
insulted the other healer and sent away the actual healer.
Yeah.
So this is the guy that we have. So you can criticize all you'd
I
like.
am a barbarian and I don't need
I
healer.
think the blame lies with
Yes.
each of us for choosing to do this.
Andrew, thank you.
No, that's not where I was thinking he was going. And that hit too close to home for me. Anyways, you guys are out in the foyer now. And I believe Dingledub
Mm-hmm.
was going to cast a Magnificent Mansion.
Yes.
So, as you kind of pull these energies together and go to open this doorway, this area has been kind of odd for you in general. Those that cast magic and everything's just a little further than you like it, but it hasn't been a problem. But when you go to cast this, the door that apparates looks a little weird.
Can I inspect to see why my magic is not doing the things I think it ought to?
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
It's for advantage. So 13.
13. You spent enough time in here, and you guys already did some previous checks, so I'll go ahead and give this one to you.
Mm-hmm.
Some areas that are suffused with external planes, it affects magic differently. Like you've seen Jaden's bugbear shadow
Mm-hmm.
is larger than he is and like hairier. He has like odd spikes and gnarls and stuff like that. The Bigsby's hand that you cast looked like had like claws and stuff attached to it. Seems similar.
All right.
The door that kind of appears has like Gothic architecture.
Okay. So I'm just gonna. All right, everybody. Give me just a second. I'm gonna cast Identify on the door itself, and like
Okay.
as I have my spell book out, like, are there any things that happened in this pocket reality that I just created that I would like to know ahead of time? So as I'm casting Identify, it's like pulling up the troubleshooting sheet. Like magic runes are popping up, like. What?
You're looking at it, and there are
And open. What?
there are a few rooms that are added to this mansion that you did not put in there, and there are things like pit fighting room, torture room, chain room, things like that, but none of them are occupied.
Okay, and all of the staff that I have, I pull up the full registry of 100 individuals who have all given their own names.
Delightful.
Yes, and
You've given them their names, not me.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'll just be like, okay, everybody's name's in the right spot?
Yeah, some of them might have odd titles though.
Interesting.
Like instead of chef, it's like head cook tender.
All right, I'm gonna, for anybody who had their titles changed, or like anybody who's sentient and operating in the place, I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, this doesn't usually happen. Please give me like
Is this your first time?
no. Give me a few seconds. Open the door. Hey! Like start yelling, like reading off the names that got changed. Like
They all report for duty promptly. They come right up to you. A lot of your staff is wearing. Well, first, how would this place normally look?
so in my there's the Mount Shasta caves that I've gone to 1 or 2 times in my life. Very beautiful, like large sweeping caves with a bunch of stalagmites, stalactites, columns, and a lot of different, like, at one point the tour guide pointed up and said, see, that's the alligator guy. He's hanging onto that ledge so he doesn't fall off because the rock had formed in certain ways. So in my mind, it kind of has that highly textured cave entrance with a lot of different natural geography and ore veins going through it. So it's very sparkly and nice, but it's reasonably... It's a bit dimmer than probably everybody else would like it, but I like it because I'm a deep gnome.
Nope, I'm good.
And so there are probably, as we go further in, there's probably stalagmites suspended from ceilings that have been hollowed out, and that's where all the furniture is, and that's
Okay.
what people's rooms look like. So that kind of stuff.
So for the most part, this architecture and everything does look the same. The layout is normally the same, but it's more like the aesthetic points that have changed. So where you might have like some warm woods and stuff like that, normally you now have like wrought iron. Or you have things that would have been like vibrantly colored and stuff like that is now muted. Even your staff, who were wearing like their normal standard uniform, is now uptight and proper. They all address you as sir or lord. But everything's about where it should be.
Does my room look mostly normal?
Except for those little touches.
All right. I'm gonna be casting some illusion magic tonight, so I can actually sleep. This place feels drow. I'm gonna go back outside. Pretentious black wrought iron. I'll walk outside, like, just not looking very happy.
Everything
It's
okay, bud?
Serviceable.
Is this your house?
Yes.
Did somebody get sacked?
The Shadowfell infusion in the room somewhat altered and messed up my perfectly made pocket dimension that I have spent years perfecting, but no, all of the arcane scripting is just out the window today for some fucking reason.
Should we go somewhere else?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
No, let's go.
Well,
So,
I'm gonna make a wisdom check. Can I do that?
What are you?
Should I enter this, or do I feel like something is horribly wrong and he's just trying to like save face? I don't know if that's insight or wisdom, but
That
feel
would
like...
be insight if you're
Okay.
trying to see if he's lying to you. If you're just trying to see if this is something your character is comfortable with, that check is up to you.
I'm just slowly dragging the bowl.
If you like,
in
in that case, it's a D2.
oh, 50-50 chance.
Okay, yeah, I'm going along with it.
Fucking,
Who's got the head again?
What?
Who's got the head?
Me, I think.
yeah. As we walk in, I'm like, you see that black wrought iron? Like, it's almost... That is supposed to be beautifully silver with gemstones encrusted, but no, it looks like shit instead.
What's wrong with the drow?
You're
Well,
a dragonborn.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna get into that with you.
Sam, if you would like, go and make me a history check.
The 9.
9. There's something that kind of vaguely tickles the back of your head as somebody who is a former slave,
Uh-huh.
going like, yeah, those dudes ain't good.
They are the North Korea of D&D.
so can you show me my room, and then preferably any, like, things I can barricade myself in with?
Just trying to get anything.
Sure.
Thanks.
Wesley.
Oh, we're doing this today.
I'm not expecting you to act as the person if you literally just say Wesley floats up to you. That works.
No. You call for Wesley, and this kind of vague spirit, wearing a much more prim and proper, like, tight dress shirt that is tucked into slats that goes into ethereal legs that float off into nothing, with a very tight black tie, and just report, yes, my lord.
Inform the staff. Ties are outlawed. And nobody's allowed to do the top button of their collar.
What?
It's just, I'm putting my foot down. The spell got changed in ways that I do not appreciate.
Well, you see, they look at you oddly, and kind of just stare in the middle distance. Right away, sir. And then just go to take off the tie and unbutton it, but before he even turns back around it, back into place, and then he floats away, thinking he's done what was asked.
He put his.
Good help hard to find. Or create.
Was I supposed to take him to his rooms?
Please.
Right away, good. So, what is your name?
Jaden.
Very good. Mr. Jaden, if you'll follow me. And he takes you through, and again, this entire place is arches that would normally look homely and stuff like that are now just wrought iron, giant Gothic cathedral style. And as he's taking you down, there is just like sconces with blue fire.
So, what was his name? Wesley. Tell me, how do you feel about imperialism?
Imperials.
Yeah, just in case, like I'm gauging like people's like feelings on certain matters. I'm gonna survey everybody.
I have no opinion.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Neither
Good.
for or against.
Okay, all right. And just hypothetically, if you were to be like corrupted in some way, you would probably like knock before you entered in a room if you're gonna kill somebody in their sleep.
Is that a request?
Yes, please.
I will knock before I enter.
Okay.
Kill you.
If you do feel the
Unless-
urge to kill me, I would appreciate it if you knocked first.
I'm going to kill you, sir.
Your room, sir.
Thank you. And I'm gonna go in and then immediately start barricading stuff.
I request a cold room.
You had to do that before I cast it.
Do you have a room that's just black and cold inside of it?
I heard the torture chambers go to this time of year.
You could probably check out the fighting pit.
Are we not doing anything with the body first?
I have the head.
We could put
in my
them in the
room
fighting
with
pit.
me.
Well, we're going to go rest, and we're not doing anything with the body first. That's what I'm getting at.
What?
Did one of us have a spell to bring him back?
The head, the
I
body.
have
Are we
a-
doing something with it first? Because I thought
I
we
do have
got
a
the head.
spell.
Well, it's gonna be in my
Is-
room with me. So if you wanted to
Reincarnate.
come knock on my door, I would
Oh,
probably
we
assume
can
you're trying to kill
reincarnate
me.
the voice.
That's not what I mean, dude. That's not what I mean.
If we're gonna reincarnate him,
I
apparently we might need to not do it here.
I thought we
That'll be
took the
bad.
head for a purpose. Are we doing that after we rest or before?
We could cast Speak with Dead on the head.
Yeah. From what I remember, that was what you guys were planning to do.
Yeah.
Was to
Yeah.
ask him some more questions.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are we going to the rooms first to rest before we do that, or are we going to do that and then go to the rooms?
I think at this point, because I'm in my room and barricading myself in, I'm probably turned in for the night,
Tomorrow morning.
and I'm probably gonna rest after almost dying twice.
Okay, I'm just gonna take the body to a room and slump it over in the corner, and then put Black Razor in the corner and just sit on the floor and
Fair enough.
sleep.
No problem.
I go to my room and cast Mirage Arcane.
Does Black Razor say anything about anything going on in here? Do you have any opinion?
There's not a verbal opinion as much as they're like, nice. They very much like this architecture, as well as like
So more
you're
people-
walking by that wrought iron, and again, there's this kind of resonance between Black Razor and that iron.
Okay.
I hate it here. I want to leave. My perfectly constructed fortress of solitude. Spent years.
Is there anything you guys would like to do with your night?
No, I'm just
You're
making-
barricaded.
Yeah, I'm barricaded. I also requested people knock if they're gonna kill me, so I feel pretty comfortable sleeping and passing out now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm casting high level illusion magic to make my room look right.
I am writing another letter.
Okay.
I'm gonna be tuning some gentle music to lighten the mood because I feel a sense of hostility among us.
I look very creepy doing so because I'm writing this letter in the dark. I have dark vision, so I'm fine.
Careful
Also,
about your
in the
eyes,
dark,
man.
just fucking.
Oh, you have dark vision, never mind. I was gonna say you're gonna ruin your eyes by the time you're 30.
He has dark vision.
All right.
It's creepy.
Well, nothing goes amiss throughout the night.
What
No.
the bow burn him?
Nothing goes amiss throughout the night. You guys all get a full rest. You get your spell slots back, your HP back, any resources you used. You're all good to go. And it is a new day.
I wake up, stretch, everything is fine. I remember that everything's an illusion. like usual, but in the worst way possible. Time for breakfast.
Eyes instead of eggs.
Yeah, I'm gonna unbarricade myself, and then if there's smells of breakfast, I'm going that way.
It's all British food, so it's like a
Wait,
bread sandwich.
how's the food in this setting?
Never had a bread sandwich.
Like, is it gonna be like slightly off? Is it like if it's British setting? Like, are we talking?
Things are all a little overcooked or undercooked. So like your ham is almost gray.
Don't trust that.
Yeah, I need that.
Any steak like ribeye and eggs and stuff like that you may order comes out pretty rare.
Just give
Give that to me.
me fruits and mushrooms.
What can they not fuck up here?
Fruits and mushrooms.
What if it's old fruit and old mushrooms? Well, I guess the old mushroom is actually kind of part of the taste profile, but
It's actually really hard to overcook mushrooms.
is it?
I
Well, you see, they're actually the cell walls are made out of a chitinous substance that's actually far harder to overcook.
Is
And
it
it's
because you're a
impossible.
deep rock now?
Maybe. And it's actually impossible for humans to digest it if we just eat it raw. We will only get the water out of it, so we actually have to cook it in order for us to actually even ingest mushrooms.
Gotcha.
believe it or not.
So I have a couple of like feedback points for a room.
I don't care.
Well, if you have this again, I would prefer if you made like just like a nice little den for me, like just dirt. I don't need anything else. I don't need iron or anything, just dirt.
Oh, I thought.
See, like I used to forage for roots and like sleep in a root cellar, so like that's kind of home for me.
I apologize if I came across as rude.
We've had a stressful day.
I,
Well,
and
yesterday.
usually when I invite people into my home and then they ask to change things,
Mhm.
they're a lot ruder about it than you just were. So I can certainly take that into effect. I appreciate the politeness with which you asked. Still no. No, I'll fix it.
That'd be the first step, not gonna lie.
I knew that was coming.
No, I'll fix it.
I'm still not gonna do it.
Well, if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. I don't have the ability to create universes like you, which is actually pretty impressive. Just
Yeah, what does the goblin think
Just,
about all this?
No, I need to get.
This is not his first time seeing this spell. in general.
I'm not quite to universes yet.
What
I need
does
to
he
get
think about
advance
this?
at least 2
Changes.
circles of magic further.
He would
then
know, I
might-
guess.
so, what are you most proud of in this home, or would normally be most proud of? I understand there's been some hiccups.
It not looking like shit. I was pretty proud of that until now. This is in. I really like Gothic architecture, but I just imagine Dibbledob saw it and was immediately loathed it with everything we had, so I'd play it. But well, usually the specific arrangement of the gemstones on the ceiling look like the night sky. It reminded me the first time I ever saw the night sky. But now it's just black rock.
I see.
There are some odd white veins in it.
Veiny black
So-
rock.
Veiny black rock.
Do you have like any? Do you have any special rooms, like a crazy hat room? I know you're a fan of those.
Some of the rooms got changed, so I haven't gone and looked at a lot of them, and I'm not inclined to.
Do you have like a basement or something that like?
I did, and now there's a fighting pit and a torture chamber as
The
well.
first part sounds cool. Second part,
I didn't have those. That's part of the reason. I
do you
looked
think
at
it's because we brought
it. No, it's the effects of the outer planes on the spell as I was casting it in the room previously. If I
that's beyond my intellectual comprehension.
all right, magic ergo fucky wucky on spell.
Oh,
I keep dreaming you're a bugbear.
How well intelligence bugbear at that. Alright, as you guys are having this conversation and having breakfast, Gel kind of walks up, and it does not look like he's gotten much sleep. Your goblin artificer bud. He's got soot smears, and like he smells like tool oil
Oh, you need to
Oh.
fix everything.
as he walks up. And sets this little, like, what looks like a cannon on wheels. He sets it down and goes, "That doesn't go boom.
it doesn't.
What does it
It
do?
does a good boom."
I was about to say, don't we want it to go boom?
Thank you.
No, this is my protector. He pats it. It releases positive energy and will heal your wounds within about 10 feet.
Is it powered by crystals? I can send you my good vibes.
I will give him a crystal, and then I will give it to you. Close your ears. And then immediately get rid of it, but don't let him see you.
Okay, boss. So I got this done, and then he pulls out a ballista. I got this done. This doesn't go boom, but it does go hurt. And he sets that to the side, and then off his back he pulls out a flamethrower. I got this done.
His rating is at 10 levels still. How you sleeping?
No. I
He rearranged some stuff.
I think artificers take time to build things.
artificers take time to build things, and you guys didn't let him know what he needed, and he just left. So
I think I specifically requested he retool things, but I didn't really give him good instructions. I kind of left it open-ended.
right, and then he goes like, "Okay, I got that done, and I can still help you." Which one of you is up front the most?
Seconded by him.
He looks at you and goes, "Never mind, you don't wear armor.
I wear armor.
Come here.
Yeah.
What's your favorite piece of armor?"
I really like a good breastplate.
Take it off.
We want to see them
I'm
breasts.
gonna turn around, take it off, and then
Take it off.
Then I'm gonna put it like a shirt on, and then turn around and like.
He nods and he takes out a sticker that he has pre-made and then just puts on the inside. You watch it glow a little bit and then stop, and he hands it back. Put it back on. You have a +1 to AC.
I will cast
That's one of his infusions for the day.
Minor Illusion and give his breastplate man boobs. It'll disappear once you move even a slight bit because it's ecstatic in the air, but just for 1 second.
He's going to kind of look around. I can't do anything more for your sword. There.
It just goes, "Oh, let him touch me.
Uh,
I want to drink."
you two. What do you cast out of?
I'm not sure.
That's
If
up to
it's
you.
focus.
It's not an instrument.
Then wait, do I have bombs? I forgot if I gave myself a drum. I think I did give myself a drum as my primary. So I'm allowed a drum, right?
Yeah.
Yes, a drum.
All right. He pulls out another one of those stickers, and it's like one of those zoomy stickers you used to get, and he just slaps on the side of it. You have +1 to your spell DC and your spell attack rolls.
Fuck yeah.
What do you cast out of?
I hold up a crystal globe.
Puts it right on top. You also have a +1 spell DC and spell attack.
All right, spell DC 20.
He had nothing to give you.
Yeah.
Is there a way for me to override my?
Tell me you can't put a sticker on my chest.
I don't know D&D Beyond.
Okay.
No, specifically after armor. If you were like a sword and board type guy, you could have done it to your shield.
You can just you should be able to just hit armor class.
I just want to point out
Maybe not.
that he accepted our constructive criticism, and within a day,
yeah.
significantly increased his performance.
And then do the
We
drop
got
down
mad
for
at the
customize,
force for not being
and then
good
you
pursuit.
can add to it.
Sweet, thank you.
Yeah.
And after that, he has a little owl companion on his shoulder today. And he goes, "Also, I can heal out of this guy. Make sure he doesn't die.
Okay.
Because I only got one, and one, you could flick him and kill him. I'm going to do my best."
Okay.
I will do my best as well. All right, AC 17, moving up in the wizard world.
AC 17 or DC 17.
AC 17, DC 20.
Yeah, how is your AC?
I have a Robe of the Magi.
Yes.
I was like, how was
Robe of the Arch Magi. It buffs it by 5.
that makes more sense.
Yeah.
You have the same DC as a barbarian. That's whack.
Whack. Whack.
I'm just a wizard, and I know certain things need to be taken care of.
Very fair point.
Yeah.
I didn't give myself legendary equipment on D&D Beyond, so I do not have it.
How do I edit my spells?
I forgot to bring my paper.
Can Sam crit today? Let's see.
That's all done.
He just he just went up a rating on Google review.
On his Yelp review.
Yeah.
What's up?
On D&D Beyond, how do you add +1 to it?
How do I do a Yelp review?
I have no
for
idea.
your mansion?
I'll just write it
You
on a
don't
piece of
get
paper.
Just remember it.
Would you rate
Are you
it
talking about
well?
armor class?
The room
No,
was
sorry,
not as cold as I'd like it, but it wasn't as dark as I liked it.
Spell save DC and modifier.
I
Okay.
can make it colder because I'm already going to have to edit the spell for multiple reasons. So I will see about making you a cold room. I feel like over the 2 weeks of us traveling here, I probably would have made you a cold room.
Okay.
Yes. I also agree with that.
I'm
And it's Shadowfell, so it
Yeah,
probably didn't
yeah.
mess with that part.
cold dragonborn, so
I
cold.
I just want us all to appreciate that we gave our friend here constructive criticism, and within a day, on top of it, bringing it to the team. All right, I want to acknowledge that. Thank you.
I think that deserves acknowledgement as well. Is there anything that you'd like for breakfast?
We have undercooked eggs, undercooked meat, and overcooked meat and overcooked eggs.
I typically don't care how well it's done or not.
Well, that's perfect. We'll give you the
Okay.
overcooked stuff. That's safer, right?
Do they have grubs?
Actually, yes.
Wait, there's grubs.
Yes.
I have some of those.
Right?
Yeah, right.
I don't
I'm
usually.
eating a raw steak.
I don't usually bring those out. Like, I grew up eating them. I love them, but like,
Dude,
I've had a lot of
You're in good
people
company.
react
Yeah.
certain ways.
I stayed.
How do you feel about grubs?
I eat food. I like food. I'll take it on the crispy side because I don't want diseases.
Crispy grubs?
Do we have food?
Wait. You don't eat crispy grubs?
No, I do eat crispy
Okay.
grubs. I eat raw grubs.
I like them crunchy.
Slimy ones that make the meal.
Well, it depends on what kind of grub you get and what the meal is.
You see, sometimes I get lazy and then I go to Grubhub, but that's okay.
I'm a little upset. I made a reference. I just
And if
was
anybody's
expecting the
watching,
slimy,
I'll take
crunchy,
a sponsorship.
slimy, crunchy.
Grubhub, we're waiting for your money. Marketing to an audience of... Oh! It's Sammy Death, not Semi Death.
He changed his name.
Okay.
Mm.
It was like, I had a moment of...
If you guys noticed, I waved at the camera earlier.
Yeah, I did. I was
That
like,
was
I
for
don't know who
him.
that is.
He was part of our outward stream. He's a really cool dude.
Yep, he gave us a bunch of tips and answered Andrew's questions while I was distracted.
Heck yeah.
Still consuming my raw meat.
Yep.
I
That's a lot
got
of raw meat there.
more of that for you.
Still concerned?
Here, I like push you some bananas and apples and some sauteed mushrooms.
Fantastic.
Another! I just throw a glass on the ground that doesn't break. That was unsatisfying.
They're all made out of pewter.
I'll change that next time you come in
Awful
here.
thought you step on it, squishes.
Yeah. I'll probably...
Yeah. You should have like some that are like unbreakable and then some that aren't. So that way you could like, feel the mood.
As just a homeowner, I thought unbreakable mugs would be the way to go, but now that I'm here,
I'll pretend it broke.
thank you.
I could try to break it.
Sure.
Counterintuitive.
Give it to me. I want to break it.
What are these mugs normally made
Obsidian.
of? Okay. You were handed a mug,
Yeah.
and it is this like black glossiness.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me a strength check.
My strength save 20.
17 plus that'd be plus 10.
Strength check. So it's just your modifier.
So 22.
22. There's a moment as you're sitting there, you're compressing, and there is a shatter.
I want to
It does
spike
not.
it.
Oh, you spike it?
I want to spike it. Yeah.
Give me a dexterity saving throw right after that.
I might be casting
I
shield.
have advantage on this dexterity saving throws.
Because of broken mug.
Polo, Spooky Kelly.
So move.
Hello.
11.
11. All right. You spike it on the ground, and it bounces up, and the shrapnel just You do manage to take 1 slashing damage, and a big old shard of it sticks directly into your shin and is just sticking out. Burn.
I just look at it and then I look at him and I just go like,
I like to imagine I used Mage Hand as almost a shield and like a few fragments that are sticking into it now. Like,
yeah, you were upset it didn't break. It broke.
I appreciate your assistance this day.
Gel takes his goggles off. It's casting mending on them. Just,
As soon as I heard unbreakable anything, I had to try.
Would somebody sweep this up who doesn't have the ability to bleed? I look to the magic servants.
Oh, you didn't even have to ask them. They're already on top of it.
Thank you.
Another one.
Stick their ass faces.
At least they tried.
I don't even want to try the coffee.
Over the course of the night, it's gotten kind of worse. Some of them are now also wearing blazers.
Oh no.
Is the aesthetic also changing, like slightly, or is
It's
it
getting
just
more
that-
angular.
Oh my god, we're going gothic mute.
I have scryed on 3 drow cities in my time, and it is just looking more and more like I based this house off of that, and I didn't.
Do the ones without feet now have feet and dress shoes?
What?
Do the ones without feet now have feet and dress shoes?
They didn't, but they do now.
I think we should leave.
Like the ones that always float up to you walked up to you today.
So, as you guys start getting ready to head out for the day, the door has gotten larger and grander.
No.
Instead of having like a single entry into like what is like a hanging hovel, it is now 2 like 15 feet tall doors that go into an archway.
Does it still have the Dob door?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So I walk through a 3 feet tall door that's just for me. Built into the door.
You open the door into the foyer, and things look a little different on that side as well.
Yes.
You're up.
Do I hand the body to the goblin?
We can just leave that in here.
You don't want the body?
No, this will last for 24 hours after I cast it, so we can store it in here.
We don't want to do the speak to thing right now.
I still have the head in my bag.
I honestly think we should probably go further away from the extraplanar influence before we do necromantic spells.
But, that's a fair point. Although it could be stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it might work better if we did necromantic stuff around here, right?
All right.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, spooky skellies not following. Thank you.
Okay.
Anyways,
yeah. So I'll hand the body to you, and I will walk out first.
would anybody be willing to put their heads together with me and kind of take an examination of the threads of Mana and Arcana to see if that would actually be the case?
I would
I think I'm
love.
qualified.
I would love to do that with you, but I can't.
You play to your strengths, my big evil friend. All right. Do you want to roll with advantage? Do you want me to roll with advantage?
You should do it.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
14 plus 9, so 23.
23. Okay. You opened that door up, you looked inside, things were much darker. There were no longer those crates and barrels or bedrolls and stuff like that were there before. The coffins were also gone. And the doorway murals are also empty. You sit there and you think about it, and piecing together with the information that you got about the people who teleported here, along with what you're now seeing, you may have skipped some steps Because you're in the Shadowfell.
So,
I don't like the way you're saying that. Do you have bad news? It looks like you got bad news.
no, I promise it's actually for the best.
Well, that's good.
Maybe.
That doesn't.
So to make this house, I have to make a new dimension. A new plane.
Am I real?
Yes.
Okay. That's a load off my
I
shoulder.
caught on.
This is a different pocket of reality. So we aren't on the mundane plane anymore. In this house.
Love you.
The Shadowfell was starting to bleed into the mundane plane where I cast this house. And while we were sleeping here, this house has drifted free of the mundane plane, and that door now goes to the Shadowfell. So, we need to be here anyway. So we're close to where we needed to be.
We don't need to go back to where we were.
I don't think you could reach that.
Major.
Okay.
Oh, how quick you were with that.
I'm gonna lean down and I'm gonna whisper. Can you explain that, like, but for like with pictures or with like?
All right.
Give me 1 second. So, 2-sentence breakdown of what's going on, because we were asked. Really quick, they were on a contract to go find some people. Those people have gone missing inside this crypt. They went looking for them. It is suffused with Shadowfell magic. They cast an interplanar spell, and instead of going back to the material plane, they've now opened up into the Shadowfell.
That, in my experience, it's not how that spell's supposed to do, but that's how it did.
So
Alright,
bad spell, teleport us. Wrong place.
I'll cast minor illusion.
This.
All right,
Do we need to get back to where we were?
our planet
My spells.
Yeah.
door,
I'm picking them out.
Shadowfell.
Yeah.
And
So
I
there's,
didn't have
like,
any of my
A
equipment.
green sphere, a
I'm
black
taking the
sphere, and a
normal
little
13
door.
D8,
Yeah.
Which I gave myself.
Shadowfell in the real world.
And I'm just going through and picking out my spells now, but they're not.
Okay.
And where they touch, I put the door. And then
Ooh.
the Shadowfell turned a little bit. And now the door is over here on the Shadowfell and not on the real world.
I'm thinking this is a bad sign.
We needed to come here anyway.
So if we wait, just for the sake of, because I think I understand this.
feels better.
I think I understand this. So if we go back inside the house, it'll eventually go back to the same spot.
No. The house
How
only
are we
lasts
going
for
home?
24 hours.
How do we get home?
I can teleport us places. Or we can
Okay.
find a door.
Alright.
I'm not.
So we have options.
Yes. We have
I was worried. I was worried we had no options. See, if I get backed into a corner, I go a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, there's no corners in the Shadowfell, so don't worry about it.
There's only spheres.
This,
Yep.
that statement deeply bothers my character.
You can't back into a corner if there are no corners.
Would you
Always-
seem a little concerned. Would you like me to make you a corner when we get into a fight so that way you feel like
I would like you to make a corner far away from me, so I know if I were to be backed into a corner, it would be over there.
I can do that?
Okay. Right angles and me. Oh. It's kind of why I didn't like the architecture, you know?
But we need to be here.
Those weren't there.
I think we need to.
Normally.
I think we need to go back, right? We need to try to go back. Okay.
Trying.
We're kind of instead of influenced by a certain realm now. We're in a certain realm now. Is your magic still gonna work?
Yes. Probably. Would I know? So that Arcana check, my intent with that was to see if the spells we wanted to cast would be affected by where we were. Would the spells we want to cast be affected by where we are?
So you think about it and you go to like pull from that magical reservoir that you normally had and try to shape it and everything like that. And oddly enough, things are back where they should be.
Because they're not influencing each other now. There's
no
difference.
Right, you get the sense there was grinding and
Mhm.
interference of the frequencies of magic because they were on top of each other where they shouldn't be. You were fully in the Shadowfell. And the material plane is not having a connection with the Shadowfell. The Shadowfell is having a connection with the material plane. Here, your magic is easier. It's back to how it should be.
All right. I will go. But as I do that, as I pull away, I'll cast Mage Hand so it gets stuck up into the air. Magic is fine now. Because, you remember how I said the planet and the Shadowfell were touching?
Yeah.
Because they were touching,
Mhm.
that was fucking with the magic. But now that we're not where they're touching anymore, magic is normal.
Okay. So we have magic.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a different world,
Yes.
and we have a plane to get back.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
I just appreciate you breaking the stereotype of the type of character you would play. It's like,
It's like you are doing your best to win.
like it's great. I love it.
So follow-up question. Do we have to do anything here, or can we go home?
Both go home.
I kind of want to go home.
I actually probably like it because it's all black and old, I'm guessing. So just reminds me of my cell.
We can just play Theater of the Mind if we have to.
So
Yeah,
I don't know.
well,
do we need to do anything in order to leave? I don't know.
go.
We needed to find people.
Yes.
The people who went missing might have ended up here
Oh, that's a good
the
point.
same way we did.
Well, technically, our contract says that we're supposed to bring them back if we can, right?
Yes.
True.
So
They
this
might
is
have
where we
ended up
need-
here, but we have no way of navigating here right now.
Well, we have magic.
Maybe.
Yes, but at least where we were before, we had directions we knew we needed to go in. Now we don't. Now we're just in blackness.
Would you give me 10 minutes? Please do not burn anything.
I don't think I could. I could freeze.
I
things.
believe in you.
I
If you can't believe in yourself, believe in the me that believes in you.
So do you want me to try to burn something?
No.
Then
I just believe that you could. Moving on.
My character is going to avoid all corners, sit down, and then just breathing exercises.
Note to self, make him circular rooms.
Don't mind me.
I imagine that Black Razor feels at home.
Alright. I don't...
He's very happy.
Yeah.
I could cast Contact Other Plane, but there is a reasonable chance that I will go insane if I do that.
Let's not.
So I'm gonna see if there's another thing.
How about we just teleport?
I would have to get that one ready, and I don't have it ready today. So
It seems like we might have time.
we have a day to look for people, and I can recast the
Can we get a? So what is this? Is it literally just blackness, or is there shape to the kind of
No.
terrain and stuff? we're
So, it looks like the same warrior you guys were from. I'm having issues with Roll20 at the moment. That's what I've been battling while you guys
It's,
are talking.
I understand. I just want to get it in my head
Let's see if I can just do
the
it
way
this
it
way.
is.
It's my int save +9.
I just don't. I want to know if this is explorable or not.
If I roll a
I'll
5 or
look.
lower on an intelligence saving throw after casting Contact Other Plane, if I roll lower than that, I take 66 psychic damage and go insane until I finish a lot.
Please not do that.
How you doing?
I don't think that. What's like the threshold for that roll? Like what's good versus what's bad
15.
or lower?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I get a +9. If I roll a 5 or lower, I go insane.
And then you're useless for the rest of that session.
But somebody could cast Greater Restoration.
I
That only takes 100 gold. And
I would like you to
diamonds.
go around the room and ask everybody who could cast Greater Restoration.
Ren.
I cannot.
Let's not do that.
Captain Dingle. Sorry, not Captain Dingle. That's just the spell block I'm using.
Yep.
Stat block. Miguel is just quivering. As you bring that up, he just...
Would it be even remotely worth it for me to do a nature check?
What are you checking for?
Just to get so, because we're in a different realm now.
Huh?
Vibe check.
Yeah,
Are you,
kind of like
you vibe checking the Shadowfell?
kind of. I can get a sense of usually what's around.
It's
Sure.
You know,
So
so,
give me the crystal.
my crystal?
No, I asked for a crystal,
20.
and if the cannon was powered by crystals,
Not-
because
not
it was using good
unnatural.
positive energy.
Yeah.
You check,
Okay, I'm gonna
and
channel all my good
You've
vibes
been
into the
to-
crystal while I'm meditating.
All right.
you've been to war.
Yep.
You felt death and kind of that oppressive nature that actually takes form on the material plane.
Hmm.
This is its home.
oh,
This is you are in ground zero of just, and it's not necessarily evil. It is just death.
Bad
just see
vibes.
my like shoulders relax and just a little smile, kind of like just a little like kind of creep across my face.
That's the most concerning reaction.
It is just so happy here.
Well,
But the room you guys are looking at is the same one on the screen. In fact, even in that darkness, it kind of works out. Just it is not with the extra like coffins and camping equipment and stuff that is in there.
All right.
But that is about what it actually looks like to you guys.
Can everybody see in the dark?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, a little bit.
All right. I'll just. And 4 little globes of light will start to follow him around wherever he goes.
I will also cancel dancing lights. Cancel.
Oh, I apologize.
so it's
I should have asked.
so the room.
You also go.
So the room's the same,
No, I'll go-
other than the coffins and the murals are gone.
I didn't want to be that. I'm
Correct.
fine.
Yeah, it's very, very dark.
Fine.
And the stairs that you guys took down there initially
Mhm.
that had like bright sunlight coming down, the stairs are still there, but you look up and sunlight filtering through is blue.
Can we zoom in on
You can certainly try. Because it has been fighting me left and right.
Yeah.
You are closer, it is a
Well,
perception issue.
I guess I'll walk up to where the coffins were and take a look.
Take a look.
Alright, are you doing like an investigation check?
Investigation, perception, whatever you want.
I am gonna let's find familiar as a ritual and summon an owl.
Cool. Go and give me. What are you looking for? I guess that'll tell me what check that you.
So I'm looking to see if anything replaced it, to see if there's any note like if they were there and they were removed, or like
Any noticeable differences
Yeah.
between the two places?
because obviously these were important. If in my head I'm like, okay, did something replace this important, or like we're not seeing,
Or is it
something?
just an absence?
Yeah.
Alright, go and give me an investigation
This
check.
is mine. 20.
That's a 16. That's a 16.
16 flat?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I did
As you're
the same
looking,
math.
you're looking at it and you're kind of like inspecting. It's more that something was never here. This place has been kept up. It is clean. There's no dust when you're touching. You know, there's no footprints. As you look at where the arches should be for the murals, there are no arches. There are no murals. It is just stone.
This is a reflection in the Shadowfell of the room we were in,
Mhm.
and so a lot of the more temporary aspects of it that were placed there by humans are not present.
Would there be anything more temporary on this side that we wouldn't see on the other side?
That's why I summoned Owly.
The best I can do is commune with nature.
Or should it be Al? Yes, his name is Al.
L-E.
Oliver.
A-L-E.
Ale. Spells ale.
Yeah.
I'll let you be in charge of that.
Yeah,
You go.
the best I
You
can
put
the
some
best
of
I
it.
can do is commune with nature to figure out what's going on. That's about it.
I can look through the eyes of out here and
Probably a better use of
do a bit of recon in the immediate area.
Let's do that.
Or
Wait a minute.
I could potentially go
Where's my
inside.
lizard?
You guys left him outside on purpose.
Yeah.
He's in a different plane of existence from you right now.
We left him with a
Rick-rack.
guide that
Rick Rack.
you said all those wonderful things to, and in no way has a grudge towards you.
I'm very happy I commented that.
If you guys couldn't hear it, his neck actually cracked.
Mm-hmm.
Are you done with it?
That's about as good as I can get it right now.
Well, we will have larger battle maps later.
We can deal with it in the break.
Yeah. So you cast Find Familiar.
Mhm.
Your owl does pop up, and Gel's Gel's owl was cast while it was still being influenced by that kind of like friction, right? So his owl actually has like larger talons. The eyes are bigger and has almost like an ember glow behind them. Yours just looks normal.
Oh, thank fuck. I cannot even begin to describe how concerned I was, because if I don't have magic, might as well go home.
Good luck getting home now. You didn't like your home.
That is
That's kind of rude.
I'll cast Demiplane.
But yeah, your owl's up and running. What exactly do you want them to do?
I'm gonna look through their eyes and kind of just scout around, because they're a nocturnal bird of prey. So I'm gonna see like anything concerning that I should be aware of.
Go check out the room we fought.
If
It doesn't exist.
yeah, the archways aren't there.
We said the murals were gone. You didn't say that the.
No, he said the arches weren't there because
The arches
the
and
murals
murals
weren't there because the arches
Oh.
weren't there. Are there any exits to this room?
Yeah, the stairs
Okay.
from before still go up into a normal place.
The normal.
Normal place. Got it.
Uh-huh. All right, I will go ahead and send the owl off in that direction. Why are you giving me the stink eye while deep sniffing your own bubble?
They're the plus and
Telling
minus.
you don't do that.
I don't have reception for it,
I'm not flexible enough.
which is why I didn't want to fuss with it. But
Even
it's all
though I
good.
took out those ribs. Yeah.
as your owl looks around, the court there that you guys came in from before is much more put together and clean. It looks like it's being well taken care of. There's actually even shrubbery and bush in there, and while they are not like full of life and like vibrant, they kind of look wilted and dead. They are still there, and obviously somebody's tending them and keeping them cleaned up. The wreckage from the kind of archway and statues is gone. It's clean, and there seems to be worked stone in this courtyard now instead of just sand.
We're gonna fight a lich. I'm gonna need to save every counterspell I can.
With my nature check, did I get any kind of sense of any life around?
There's a distinct absence of it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of that
No,
going
but
around.
So who?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean like it is literally there's nothing.
That's
Nothing.
It's concerning.
it's
But,
very concerning. But if we gotta be here. We're here.
So I'll send Al like 100 feet up and just do it
You
like
guys
a.
skip some steps.
What's the immediate surroundings?
The immediate surroundings. So that sand that you guys were dealing with in the pit,
Uh-huh.
that is the desert. The
Mhm.
desert is all that black iron sand. So that's what everything's made of. But it's not churning, it's not moving. And go and give me a perception check. It should be a +3, but with advantage.
14. 9, so 17 total.
17. That's good enough. Way off in the distance towards the north, there are these little blue specks that are kind of into being. and then immediately, you know how when you look at a black hole, it looks like nothing, and things are warping around it.
Mm-hmm.
A silhouette of something made of almost like negative space is then coming down next to those blue lights and corralling them into a line.
So the blue lights aren't being extinguished, but a being that I cannot see the actual silhouette of because they warp reality around them is corralling the blue flame into a straight line.
It's kind of from a distance, and this hard to put this into words.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Natural 20 plus 9.
That's a Nightwalker.
No! Sorry, that was Colby. Dibble dub. No!
I go, what? Because don't know
The
what that is.
Nightwalker is
wait.
not here on the thing. I'm just showing you guys what it looks like.
Before he tells us what it may or may not be, would me, as a person who is really good with, shadows, would I know what that is?
That's a great question.
Roll a shadow check.
I don't know what I had.
No. So your shadow duplicate and everything comes from a very different place. It doesn't actually come from the Shadowfell. It is just touched by.
Bad touch.
Huh. So I don't know what that is.
You do not know what that is.
What is that?
Bad touch.
That's bad touch?
Very bad touch.
Oof, okay.
For the less
Better not touch
inebriated, explain more, please.
Less than
So
Don't just leave me
you ever
be.
heard of like a pit fiend,
I think I pet one once.
a Baylor?
I definitely killed one of those.
So that thing is like an archangel of the shadow.
Yeah, it's like a mean guy. Yeah.
So we should not.
It is on par with beings of rather immense celestial power. But it is formed entirely from the Shadowfell. And I can't remember exactly what they do. But it's bad. It is bad.
So that's like that's like the god of this place.
No,
Oh.
that's one of God's goons.
So it's like hold on. It's like a bad guy. Okay. We shouldn't touch that.
Really, really bad.
Now you're just scaring me.
Yeah.
Good.
So as you guys are having this chat and you kind of like tuned out of Al's vision and you tune back in for a moment, off in the distance, that same kind of warping, there's more blue lights that are kind of coming up from the sand, and these two more Nightwalkers descend and start corralling those.
There's 3 of them.
So
see-
hypothetically, could we go home now, please?
Yeah, I think we were sent to find people, and if the Nightwalkers have them, we're not going to find them.
Or wait, you described it right? Because you're looking
Yes.
for your okay.
We don't.
Did you describe
know
the blue
if they're
light?
Dead.
Yes, there's blue lights that they're corralling into a line, and I'm worried that those are
Do you
the
think-
souls of the people we have to find.
Oh,
But
I thought it was good vibes.
So
but
we found them.
yes,
Hypothetically.
yes.
Could just,
so
we just couldn't save him.
I have to ask.
That's,
I have to
that's
ask. What does a night walker do to? I you call them souls. I call them good vibes. What is it? What is it?
Would
Does
it
it
be
like eat them or?
What would a Nightwalker do to souls?
So what'd you roll?
18 plus Arcana.
Peace.
Say what?
What Nightwalkers would normally do when they wind up on the material plane is like they are a swath of destruction.
They raise
kill
shadows,
everything they
right?
touch. Yeah, they raise shadows. And there is no rhyme or reason for, like, there's no orderly thing that they do. They are the largest and one of the most strongest types of undead. Period.
They are a scion of death. They spread devastation and wake in its
It
wake.
is curious.
Scion in a sentence.
Nissan Scion is not a very good car.
It is curious at this point in time that they are apparently acting as shepherds to whatever those blue lights are. They have not destroyed them. They are corralling them.
That
So when they're in our house, all they do is kill things. But they are shepherding the blue lights.
So there's the chance that maybe they want to give the blue lights back to us?
No.
We could take the blue lights.
Should we try to talk?
Yes.
is
No.
3. So I'm gonna have a really like real talk with you right now. 3 of them.
Too many.
Too many.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One of
One?
them might be too many.
1
Might be too many, according to
worse than
the
Bad
arbiter of reality.
worse than Bull.
Possibly.
Much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sharp rocks at the bottom.
So they raise things called shadows, and a shadow can kill a regular human with a single touch, and after a certain amount of time, another shadow will come out of that corpse. So they can actually grow exponentially and wipe out entire civilizations. That's just its minion. It pokes you and makes those.
Question for those at the table. How religious are you? 1 to 10.
Our characters?
Yeah.
Wizard.
Okay.
I'm an ANCAP wizard shit posting on 4chan.
That doesn't mean anything.
0.
0.
I believe in good vibes and bad vibes. I'm spiritual.
Okay, I'm gonna put you at a 3 out of 10.
No, I'm more like
Very,
7.
very in tune with nature. No specific religion that I follow. So spiritual, yes.
I feel
Religious,
like you,
not really.
you follow a religion of death, wield it in your hand.
This is look. I literally do.
I'm like a private school, like art student.
Oh, so you were indoctrinated in things that you didn't really care about anyways.
No, I was just qualified to be here.
All right. Given
I
your
just
bard
looked at
background,
That's a
go ahead and make me a religion check.
Yeah, he's a bard that went to school.
I know.
I'm a wizard that didn't.
You're a hedge wizard.
It's fun.
He's a lore bard, and I'm a head wizard.
What was the check again?
Religion.
Look, I didn't get my degree. I just had a successful career in the field.
I thought you went to DeVry.
R.
Plus, yeah. I just didn't see it as 2 factors. Dumb. 5.
That sounded like an elf school. I hate
12.
fucking elves.
Alright. So, with a base 12, you know that the Shadowfell is home to the Raven Queen.
Mm-hmm.
But you also were taught the chain theory of the planes, which basically means one of the reasons you guys actually talked about this a couple sessions ago was one of the reasons that No Man's Land is so weird is that there's a theory that it is the tether to the rest of the material, like the rest of the planes. Blah, 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 blah.
Evan Hill.
Right. You guys are currently in the plane of death. It is very odd that Night Walkers are walking away with what is most likely souls.
Okay.
Without being checked.
I think I understand.
Being checked by the plane? Or
No.
Checked like a bag.
No, checked like by the Raven Queen's minions.
oh, so those are not considered.
Yeah, the Raven Queen has angels, not Night Walkers.
So,
I'm not even from here.
They don't even go to this school.
Nightwalkers are from.
Yeah.
They're just not. The person who's in charge of most of the Shadowfell is not in charge of those things.
Can you talk through your guy?
An owl?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Owls can't talk.
I've met an owl bear. But he didn't talk.
I feel like you're rolling to see me slap. I feel like you're rolling to see me slap him.
Rolling to see how well I handle.
What happens if you get a nat 1?
I need to take a nap.
Okay, well, in your infinite wisdom,
I got a 13, I think.
that's, you know what I mean. You are the only one that really knows about what we're dealing with.
Well, no, he's a lore bard. He knows everything.
Okay, both of you. What do we do? This is kind of out of...
Yeah, like I smash stuff. You smash stuff?
Yeah, this is kind of out of our hands at this point. Like, I feel comfortable here.
We might need to go try and get the souls.
I kind of don't want to leave.
But,
Do we have, like...
How?
Maybe we follow them to
wait,
where
hold
they
on.
take them, and then we try to negotiate with who's
I
in
got
charge of
this.
3 night
I think I got
walkers.
I have an idea. So, souls, right? Attracted to good things. They're bad things. So obviously we're going to have a stronger attraction if we just put out some positive vibes. So why don't we capture the souls for ourselves by putting out positive vibes in that manner?
You try that. We'll come up with something like that.
We're gonna
A
think
plan
of,
B.
yeah, we're thinking like we'll come up with the second plan, just a backup.
Oh, backup plan.
Yeah,
In case this doesn't work.
yeah.
I'm going to need a
Yes.
lot of crystals really fast. Do you have any crystals on you?
Gallon's
he's
sort of
with
patting
us.
down his pocket. He pulls out a amethyst that's like the size of a fist, and he goes,
That's perfect.
I'll need this back.
Do you care about what's inside of it?
It might care. I use these to detonate things.
So it's bad vibes. Already.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. And then I'm going to sit down with it, and I'm just going to like meditate with it. I'm just gonna hold it in my hands, and I'm gonna channel all of my good vibes into this thing. This thing is my lucky rock now,
Perfect.
and I firmly believe that I will die for this rock because of how good it is.
Great.
Delightful.
Theoretically speaking, if we approach these things, would they attack us on sight?
Yes,
There's no conversation to be had.
probably not.
Destruction. Their destruction.
That's
We don't
fine.
want-
That's
They
fine
are
with me.
primordial shards of death itself.
Is there any way we
Okay.
can resist? So I'm imagining that Colby explained everything that they do to us, correct?
To the best of my knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shadow thing. Is there anything we can do about that to make it not happen? Other than them just
No.
not touching us.
So the fact that they aren't consuming the souls that they're shepherding and not turning them into shadows, they're not making shadows right now. I don't think we'll have to deal with them potentially. But if we get killed, we'll turn into a shadow.
Okay. So
If we
What?
get killed by them,
so it happens if they kill us, not if they just go boom.
I think they can choose to do it. So they
No
have to
touch.
kill us. They can't just you as you are right now. They can't boot beyond the news and make you into a shadow.
That's what
They have to corpseify you.
that's what I thought you meant. So I thought like, oh, we literally can't get anywhere near these things. Great.
No touch. Don't touch it.
I mean, I can touch it just as long
Touch
as
it
it
with your
doesn't.
sword.
Yeah, that's the plan. Do they have souls?
With your earlier 23, they are condensed, corrupted souls. They are basically
Technically-
legion.
If
Yes.
if Black Razor could salivate, he'd be salivating.
I don't. So,
No touch.
Black Razor likes seawater, and I think that is just brine. You can ask him. I don't know.
I'll ask him.
But that is essentially an amalgamation of negative soul energy and the most foul, corrupt.
I mean, he's all about just
About
souls.
people.
Yeah.
I knew it. You keep going. The backup's gonna be great. I'm
Yep.
sure.
Yep,
Yeah.
you got it, bud.
What is Black Razor's
Does
response?
anybody can anybody cast planar ally or summon celestial? We need an angle.
No.
Black Razor, as you bring up consuming it, there's an issue. What's the best way to put this?
Don't know
Uh,
what she means most likely about.
The sharp rocks at the bottom.
Black Razor consumes things of like living souls, right? Things like when you bring this up to him, he says it's impossible. He just says, no, it can't be done. They are a siphon. I am a siphon. It's like putting two whirlpools next to each other.
The one.
So, okay, so I'm asking him, it's like, is there a problem with fighting them with you? Or can you just not drink them?
I just cannot drink them.
Okay, all good then.
Andre.
I am covering my bases as
No
what my class does. We need the souls.
Yeah, but we aren't going to. No touch. No touch.
So how do we get the souls then? We
The
can
fact
touch the
that they're
souls.
not dead already means that they don't want them dead.
No, if those are disembodied souls, they're dead.
Wait.
Well, I meant like the souls, all like the souls. You know, the shadow. They're not shadows.
Do you say any of this out loud, or what? You have a conversation with your sword?
I'm having a
Give me your
conversation
sword
with
doesn't
my
speak
sword.
out loud to
It
us.
does not. It only speaks to me.
Okay. What are you telling us then?
Can we hear what you're saying to it?
What? Yeah, you can hear what I'm saying to my sword.
Stop.
Well, so I would imagine I can telepathically talk to it if I want, or I can just say what I'm saying. And it matters.
You've already declared that you said it out loud.
Yeah, and I'm just saying. In this case, I said it out loud.
So,
100%.
so you told us what your sword said.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna hear the part about the siphon, and I'm gonna go like, ooh, ooh. I think it's gonna eat my good vibes.
No,
But you
just
have
need to
so-
make them good
You
enough
have
that
so
they can't
much
touch
good
them.
vibes that they get full.
But if they're not the souls, then I can't attract them with the good vibes.
No. The blue flame are the souls.
Okay.
But you need enough-
No, he said it was a siphon.
Okay.
The blue flame's a siphon, not a
No.
soul.
Get to
No,
Adam
the
Jackson
night
here.
walkers. Is safe.
So
I don't think that's what the Black Razor said.
so we saw they had
You didn't
three.
hear it.
They had three souls,
And neither
right?
did I.
No.
How many
he
blue
told
lights
us.
were there?
There's
That's
now
why I
like
asked.
9.
He told us
9
the
blue
Black
lights.
Razor said,
One night
and
walker
Andrew
is walking away
said
with all
that
9.
Okay.
The other 2 night
things were
walkers are like
separate.
patrolling the
No,
stands.
Okay.
He was asking about could
How
I
would you
fight
move
the
a
night
soul?
walkers with you?
Would you
And he's
just?
like, no, the night walkers are siphons.
You're
Okay.
way
Black
out.
Razor's a siphon.
I thought they were
You
like
can't see how they're
getting
physically
their
doing it.
siphons ready for something.
But
Okay.
well, could I make a
think
check
we're
to see
fighting
if you could do it physically, or does
Yeah,
it
give
have?
me an Arcana check.
Okay, cool.
So
13 plus 13, 26.
You have a bigger
I
bonus
forget
to that.
that you
than
have.
I
Yeah. So from what you've heard about Nightwalkers, they are not particularly corporeal. It's almost like their frequencies are on the same wavelength as the soul's frequencies, so they can touch. You do know that souls and ghosts can choose to touch things when they want to, and there are other things, other properties, like other magical items that can touch them. Generally, like, you are not going to go high-five a spirit unless it wants to. That being said, you guys have encountered a lot of this black iron, and with a 23, you're pretty sure this is one of the... Yeah, 26, sorry. You're pretty sure this is one of those magical items that you could implement and corral souls with.
So
Okay.
you guys thought?
I think we need to. We can't touch
Getting
them
ready
unless
for
they
takeoff.
want to be touched. But if we use this black iron, we can.
Well,
We can force contact with them using magical energies, including
This is true.
enchanted swords.
I would be able to physically harm them.
He would as well because you have magical weapons.
I do, in fact, have.
But
Touch
Magic
with sword.
so
No.
theoretically,
Yes.
theoretically
Fighting.
speaking, if we kill them, could kill them, what do we do then
Hmm.
with these soul? Like,
We corral
If
them
you
and
could-
try to leave.
but what does that accomplish? Like, what if we get the souls? Like, what can we actually do with the souls?
If we have them, we are one step further to getting back home with them. So then that is the next issue we need to take care of, is getting out of here.
They want the people.
Uh-huh.
They don't want the soul.
No, they want the souls. The people are dead.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying the people that contracted us. If they're already dead, then what's the point?
They might be able to bring the souls back.
How many people were we looking for again?
Like 14 or something.
Okay, and there's 9.
Mm-mm.
How many?
You were looking for an entire archaeological dig.
Okay, and there's
That's
no
50 plus.
Dozens.
My suggestion is we try to go back out of the plane.
Okay. Logically, yes. The adventure is here.
But do you think we could find something that would help us accomplish this?
If we went through the rest of the catacombs, maybe.
That's
But I think this is where
'Cause
we
we-
would have ended up at if we went through the rest
because
of the
Whoa, whoa,
catacombs.
Calm down, guys. Good vibes.
Okay, you go in the
Wait,
corner.
no, not the corner. Not the corner.
You're right.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, you said something earlier, and I had an idea. I know it's dangerous, the idea part. But what about that nice lady that you were talking about with the angels?
I could contact other plane.
Is it contacting another plane if you're on the same plane as her?
It's extraplanar entities.
Or can you just cast sending to the Raven Queen right now?
I don't think I have
You up?
sending. Savage.
Because when I did commune with nature, I felt something below where we were at, and there were people still alive down there. Because I felt that when I did commune with nature. So
You felt like one person alive and two people partly
Those-
alive.
was not okay. Well,
You felt an undead entity in one area. You felt somebody that was kind of corrupted.
Mhm.
And then you felt somebody who felt completely humanoid.
so
They felt standard, which was Bathus.
But getting in contact with the Raven Queen might be the best idea we've had so far.
basically, so we have three options: go attack him,
No.
theoretically, go attack him, contact Raven Queen, go back. Gotta pick one.
Contact Raven Queen.
Go for it.
That was a good idea.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Can I use your good vibe rock to try and contact Raven Queen?
Well, it's only my luckiest object. Here you go.
Thank you.
Can you do me a favor? Can you roll me a wisdom check?
It's a dangerous idea. That's a 15 plus something.
Yeah, plus to wisdom.
Plus 0.
15 straight?
Yeah.
There's a moment where you've been concentrating on something, and as you're talking, you have it in your hand. And there's this little glow of light.
Oh my god.
You are the light.
I am
Hand it away from yourself, though, you feel a little more sad, as if you've given up some of your good vibe. Good vibe.
How do I,
but it's still in there.
It's
I-
still in there.
how do I feel as I'm holding it?
You feel like the faintest touch of blissfully ignorant.
I'm not even upset about my house now.
I half expected you to say it was gonna blow up.
Alright. I've never tried this. I don't think this is how praying works, but I'm gonna cast message and point straight up.
Actually, in the lore of this world, because he's an atheist, he has to have a good rock in order to pray.
You do have
Alright,
a
you're
good
gonna point straight up and cast
To the
sending.
Raven Queen.
You
to the
go.
Raven Queen.
Yeah.
Yo.
You have 25 words.
Would you like to write them out on a card?
No. Shit. Fuck. No. It's not technically a word.
Can you type and understand what it means? Yes.
Blessed matron Raven Queen, we beseech your help. There are lost and abandoned souls in need. You have 25 words. Please
You
respond.
have 20.
You have 20.
That was. That was.
It's required when you have a
Shit. Fuck.
I think I could also cast it. You part message.
Do you touch the good rock?
I will if I can cast it. It was sending, right?
Mhm.
Maybe wait and see if she responds.
I was about to say,
Respond back.
you are going to get a response back,
Just
which is,
Go for it.
thank you for contacting me. I am aware. I have been pinned down in my area of the plane. My daughter, Aurelia, and I are trying our best. But if you are in the area and you can help, please do.
yes.
I'll cast it again. I would love to help. How? It was with your mouth. Is there any way we can help you? There's 3 Nightwalkers. It's a bit much.
I don't know if he wants us to go where she is.
I can't cast anything.
So, you do not actually have to mark a spell slot for that last one.
I'm casting a message.
I understand. She is open communication with you.
Oh.
You open a
You see my already short frame, like, I'm talking to a god.
You just like pat him on the back first time. Praying.
Yes.
The good rock is vibrating in his hand right now.
No, I prayed once for a heart on it, it didn't work.
Hit or miss.
I didn't pray to you, I'm sorry.
So the good do we see the rock vibrating?
It's
Like,
getting brighter and vibrating.
I'm gonna like whisper to the like.
I don't.
I'm just sitting here like,
Do we all hear the Raven Queen or just him?
Just him at the moment.
Should I be concerned about the explosive rock? Well,
Decision for yourself.
roll. I roll a check.
That your character, your check, bud.
What check?
Arcana.
You choose.
probably? History, religion.
Arcana.
wisdom.
So she like reopened this with you, and you've talked back, and she just says there are many more Nightwalkers in my area. You guys are dealing with a detachment that is there to collect souls from the chain. They are heading towards what do you guys? What is my? You can tell she's like physically trying to remember, and then you feel like as if somebody is looking away from off screen. There's like another mumbled voice. On your plane, it is called the Thundercat Mountains or Cord Seat.
Seat. No, no. More gods.
That is not on this plane. Cord is not here. She was. The Endwind Upstart has taken that area as his hold and has slowly been coercing the negative plane into my shadow.
So the Endwind is doing this?
The Upstart, Leon?
Is in charge of the Nightwalkers.
Yes.
Skipped a lot of steps.
I will do everything in my power to help you. We are not getting paid.
If you can. They are in the west, I am in the east, and I'm currently being besieged. And he has managed to, over time, gain enough power that he can... I can't smite him out of existence at the moment.
Can I help with that?
Yes. I would...
I could.
I do not wish to ask you to do this, but I have to. Follow the Nightwalkers to their ships that are going across the strait.
Mm-hmm.
You will find the people that you need en route, and they may be able to help you more. I do not know their stake in this, but I do know that along the way that they are offering tribute to a Dracolich. They are giving a portion of these souls to the Dracolich. I also know that he is being given this portion because he was giving them issues originally. He may be somebody to sway.
Could I bring an offer of temporary employment on your behalf to this individual? Not at all.
Not my employee.
Okay.
I do know that Leon's former mount died during his imprisonment in this plane. It's a Dracolich. Leon's former mount was a Great Worm. If you can move his phylactery into the body of the Great Worm,
It would have a body again.
a
And it
bigger and
was-
stronger body.
Mm-hmm. But we're giving a Dracolich a bigger and stronger body. So
If you take care of the Leon problem, I can smite him. He does no longer needs to exist after.
okay. Are there any extra plater entities or celestials you would like me to reach out to for?
My husband, Cord,
Mm-hmm.
contact him. That would be great. And at this point, he has roped you all into this conversation.
Yeah, that's why my jaw's open. Just going like,
I'd like to imagine it like coming out of the rock.
I'll answer.
And I'm so proud. I'm like,
being the kind of person that my character is, Cord's the only like god that I give a shit about, you know, for obvious reasons.
My character knows these words. I do.
There's also
I don't know what the fuck Dracolich is.
Paylor. They're all aware of this and have been trying to make their way here. But I do not know what deal Leon made. But the negative plane is acting as a shield around my plane. They're having troubles actually entering to assist.
Is there...
Goblin know this is going on now.
I have the ability to contact other planes.
Bafflement does not begin to explain the look on his face.
I just imagine he's slumped on the ground, just going like the
isn't he like level 5 or 6 or
He's
something?
level 6.
Yeah, okay. He's like,
I have the ability
like this
to
is above
contact other
our pay
planes
grade.
to utterly banish the effects of magic, and if I fall asleep and wake back up, I can create a demi-plane that I may be able to shepherd in and out of. Would you like me to do any of those things with said individuals? Contacting them to let them know that this is where it is, and maybe they can get here.
You're talking to God.
You're not the first off.
I'm just
I
no.
appreciate the offer. I think the most you can help is to put Leon on the back foot. If you do that, the forces here will slump. And then I can come back.
So we need to put pressure on him to alleviate pressure off of her and everybody else.
So
Essentially, got it.
the greatest conqueror of all time was banished here on top of his great worm, and
That's a level up from Ancient Dragon.
yeah. So the great worm is dead. We're thinking about trying to give the Dracolich the great worm's body.
What is a Dracolich?
It's when a dragon decides it wants to be a lich.
Oh.
Oh,
They're worse
you-
than both ingredients.
yeah.
So we might be able to make friends with it, which would help us try to fight again the greatest and most terrifying conqueror the entire plane has ever
I
seen.
don't think we have a choice.
And the goddess here,
Can we all speak to her now?
Yes.
okay.
What can we offer to this Dracolich immediately so it doesn't kill us?
Do you think he'd like my rock?
Greetings and salutation.
Because if
They
he
are
wants
correct.
to,
Help yourself. The thing is, his body has been so decayed. The reason he was fighting them when they appeared was because this was one of his sources of food. He may be able to shepherd you across the strait. Currently, he is in such a state that he's malleable.
do you know where the body of the worm is?
I do not. He does. This has been a goal of his for a while.
And you're confident that if he gets it, he will help.
I am confident of nothing when it comes to undead. Dragon especially.
You know what? I assume he was chromatic. Do you know if he was
I am a dragon boy.
He was not green.
No, not greed. Green.
He was blue.
It's only a little bit better, but it's better than green.
Okay. Am I blue or white?
You're white.
I like green. Green's a good color.
We wouldn't be able to make any kind of actual deal with it
Why?
because
They
I
will
really-
double-cross immediately.
I really don't want to sound like bigoted, but they will immediately lie and betray us. Every
the blue is what? What's other than like a different color?
Still schemy, but not every word is a lie, which would be the case with the green.
Just not everything's the truth.
So it's kind of like your parents.
I'm gonna leave that.
We can unpack that later.
Yeah, we're gonna unpack that
Uh,
later. So,
Well,
it's time to go follow a bunch of Nightwalkers
Let's
until
go.
we find a Dracolich who we can hopefully convince to be our friend
so
and make way stronger.
Well, I actually think this is like probably like where I'm gonna shine because obviously I'm the most charismatic person here.
You are
So,
certainly that.
so I think I should be the one who gets to talk to the dragon.
No,
Oh.
you get to hold the rock because that will maintain our connection to the
just
Raven
like
Queen
put
and
my
help
hand,
protect
my head in
us.
the dirt and just go.
All right. Yes.
I'm refraining from freezing his head solid.
Don't worry. He is given the most important role to hold the rock.
So I would say, okay. I got anything else? oh Lord!
You're asking this question,
Great
and
lady.
4 little motes of light come down and fall right onto your forehead.
I'm like,
You are now level 20.
You are now level 16.
Oh!
And that's where we're going to take our break. Take the time to level up your character.
Hey!
I still don't have 100 hit points.
I figured it was gonna happen once you started naming all these things off. I went like, oh shit.
All right, so Future Andrew here. Just to let you guys know, we did have some issues with our streaming and our recording, so it's going to be a little chopped up here in a second. But basically what you need to know is that after their talk with the Raven Queen, they decided to follow the Nightwalkers, and they came across a tall marble plateau. We're working on quality, and we're still working some of these kinks out, but hopefully you like the rest of it.
Yeah, so basically, I'm a magician now, and I'm writing my shadow because I can. And let's see, we're following the Nightwalkers because they're going to take us to a Dracolich? Dracolich.
You're playing footsie with my boy.
And they missed my Leonardo decapitated joke. It's going to sting.
So good.
You're
It's on the recording though.
It's true. We're gonna have some like blooper reel stuff.
Right?
I have mixed feelings about that joke not being heard.
Nice.
Anyway,
Teals.
I think we're basically just following them through the nighttime, and the night walkers never start walking at night, so we're probably pretty tired at this point.
You're having to keep up.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep up.
Well, they're leaving actual tracks in the sand.
Oh, wait. Okay, that's important.
Yeah, they've corralled somebody who can create footprints.
And we have 5 people.
Yeah.
5 total.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I was doing character math.
4,
I have
5,
-1.
6,
So.
7. I can make us all fly for an hour.
Cool.
Or 10 minutes. One of those durations.
What's the difference?
Time.
Good.
Time is arbitrary.
So we also
10
leveled up
minutes.
as well. So now we're all level 16, and I think that's enough to bring us up to speed.
The Nightwalker picked up a humanoid that is not Blue Flame.
Few.
Few of them at this point.
Yeah.
Yes. But I'm glad you stopped me when you stopped me. Because you guys are now approaching a landmass that shouldn't be there. You guys have all done enough contracts out in no man's land, and there is a very large black marble mountain is the best way to put it. There's no point, there's no tip to it, but there's definitely a plateau.
Are there walls
No.
or
No,
towers?
it's a marble.
So it's a mountain.
No corners.
There's probably some corners. If you're honest here.
If it was a marble, then our friend here would have less issues because there wouldn't be corners. Oh. The answer is yes.
Absolutely.
So, I'm going to try and continue this and see if something works.
There was a big marble.
There was a big marble, this big marble pillar out in the no man's land in the dark sand, and you guys see the Nightwalkers stop off, and they give off 4 of the blue souls.
And the people?
None of the people.
Alright, we might need to get to that mountain now and gank that Nightwalker.
Wait, so does this mountain have a name?
This mountain shouldn't exist.
The marble.
Oh,
Can I give it?
The marble.
Marabelle.
I was thinking witch, like Witch Mountain, and then we could race to it.
I go home.
I want to go home, and I'm sitting in it.
Hello, darkness, my old
I
friend.
mean, I brought the rock.
Deep.
You did.
That's a
You want to
deep joke.
gank?
I
You
like that
want
one.
to? You want to gank the Nightwalker?
No! Do
That-
not touch the Nightwalker!
I didn't ask
The
you.
humanoids it might might be our friends. It's in
Can-
front of the mountain with the
Can
friend
you
we need
get
to make.
closer to find out if they are? Like, can your familiar get closer to find out if they are dead people or alive people?
I will. Once I see it starts to leave souls in the mountain, and I go into my owl's eyes and shoot it over there as
I
fast as
can-
possible.
Sure.
I can commune with nature too.
It might be out of range, but while I'm doing that, it might be a good time.
Yeah,
Go ahead and look up the range for command.
I think it's pretty big. So
As they are kind of going as fast as they can. Wait, owls don't make sound, they're silent.
Mm-hmm. Pretty dope.
You make it to the marble, and you see that there are what you can only imagine to be kobold skeletons.
Yep.
That have that same dark iron chain that they have fastened around the necks of these spirits. They're like vaguely humanoid, and they are just pulling them into the rock.
Yep. And I'd actually like to go after the Nightwalker to see what the humanoids look like.
Okay.
To get close enough that I can make them out.
So you get close enough, and you don't need to make a check,
Okay.
just because you're getting within vision range, right?
Oh yeah. Down. I'm
Oh
not,
no, there's a void.
I'm not gonna push him because
There is a Nightwalker.
Land within 3 miles of me.
I'm sorry. Technical difficulties on top of technical difficulties. So as you get closer, you realize those are students, and they're alive.
Okay. Okay.
2 of them are missing. Trigger warning, by the way. 2 of them are missing arms at the elbow, and just have cauterized stumps.
Both arms.
Just one.
Do you want me to commune or not?
Yeah.
Okay, I will do commune with nature. I can pick 3 things. Well,
Okay.
I wish to know prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples. I wish to know powerful celestial, fey, fiends, elementals, or undead, and I wish to know influence from other planes of existence.
Are you picking which one of those?
I can
celestial,
know
fey, fiend, or undead, or is it
all of them.
Peace. Cool. There's a heavy undead influence in front of you, as in the Nightwalkers. There's a bunch of little ones inside the marble as well. But even more prevalent, there's an undead dragon in that marble.
Dragon.
We all see
lit.
the undead dragon.
Liches are.
This is
You
me.
get undead and you get dragon coming from the same source.
I'm sensing, like, I'm using commune with nature right
Okay.
now, so I'm getting a feel of everything within 3 miles.
So undead is just a big category that Lich fits in, but the
Yeah.
spell only tells you the category.
So dragon, it's there. Okay. Influence from other planes of existence.
Within 3 miles?
Yeah.
No.
No.
It's Shadowfell.
Negative
so-
energy plane.
Not around here.
Okay. So yeah. And is there anything on the edge of that 3 miles? Like it's with 3 miles around me. So
Radius. Behind you guys, just on the edge, there's another Nightwalker.
Yeah.
But then it goes out of range.
okay.
It walked away from us,
Yes.
3 miles away.
Right on the edge of 3 miles.
It blipped in and blipped out.
Okay. Let's. I'm like, whoop, and then I'll go like, nope.
So should I stop making comments? You guys don't feel like it.
No, I thought it was good.
Wait,
I
what?
lived with you for years, and I never licked your pussy.
I was like the Witch Mountain, and I have the rock.
The rich. Stop.
I just want you to know I fought laughing at that one. I willed myself.
I
not
think you're
to
the
laugh
only
at
one who
that
heard it, and I was like, "Oh, come on, that was
The Witch
great."
Mountain.
Oh, it was good. I just did not want to laugh at
It's
it.
the movie puns that are like a stretch for
I
me.
don't
but
like
after you
that
brought
movie,
up The
so
Rock,
I'm just like,
it's like that's terrible. But that's what you're going for.
Hello!
We'll fucking see, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on.
We're backish.
I'm about 50% sure that because whatever happened with the USB device, it probably just crashed the stream because it was like trying to record and also stream at the same time, and it didn't know what to do.
This is how we've always done it.
Yes,
Doesn't
but
mean
we
it's always gonna work.
also have had issues with the power on like one of the USB devices.
That's I just moved the
Right.
the USB, so I'm gonna see if that works.
um,
I figured that might be what it is.
But if it keeps failing, then we should stop recording probably, and then just use the Twitch bot.
anyways, dragon thing is in the marble, most likely.
In the Marvel, most likely.
And most likely, Nightwalkers alone. There is three of the people that we're looking for. Four of the people that we are potentially looking for are there.
Okay,
So
so
we care about one of them,
I,
So there were students.
as you
then the other 3 want to kill us.
No, there's 3 of like the students that were, or 4 of the students are like, those are like the people they rounded up.
So, after you get done explaining what you saw,
Yeah.
I come back. So, mountain, kobold skeletons all over it.
Okay.
Your commune with nature,
Yep.
it said,
Dragon, very strong dragon presence, extremely strong undead presence, as well as many little undead presences.
All right.
4 presences of things that are alive.
Yes, so I can actually corroborate that. The Nightwalker has 4 students. Yeah, I hadn't told you that yet, though.
But I did the commune with nature, so I could tell that they were.
They were living things.
That's
You
true.
know they
You're
were
right.
students.
My bad.
Did
Okay,
Crash
let's go gank that
Well,
boy.
all the pieces are coming together.
Let's
and
go.
I think
No,
We have no choice at this point. Let's go get him.
wait.
we have choices.
We can take one
Oh,
on a good day.
I don't want to.
Today may be that day.
Can you?
Well, one, and there's like a whole. I don't want to argue.
So
Remember what you did to the Minotaur?
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Can you do that again?
I can try.
I have a question.
Mm.
So we want to get the Dragon Lich's help, and he's at the mountain, and everything else is also at that mountain that wants to
The
kill him.
Nightwalker is leaving the mountain now.
They're leaving the mountain, but they're still near the mountain. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So shouldn't we wait longer?
We don't know if we're gonna get attacked on sight by the cobalt skeletons.
Is there anything behind us?
There was the one. So I'll tell. There was one other powerful. So I can't tell if it's a night crawler or not. But there was another powerful, similarly powerful undead presence 3 miles back, and it came into my field of view and it came out.
There might be more behind us, so maybe we shouldn't wait too long.
Yes.
I don't think we should wait too long, but can we wait until they're not going to see us walk up the mountain and or hear us fight Cobalt Skeletons?
So it's a pillar, and we're like here.
I'm no person who does science,
Are we?
but when I hit stuff,
You were.
it tends to like make a lot of noise.
You're about
And the higher up I am,
100 feet.
the more like people
Oh,
further
we're
away
close.
seem to
Yeah.
hear it.
We're not
How close are we?
climbing up anything.
We're
Not
going
1,000.
to the mountain.
That like
It's
basically
not a
the max
mountain.
range of your spell.
It's a marble.
It's a marble pillar. There
I
is
assume that's
something
probably what-
inside of it, and then there are a
Well, I
bunch
didn't
of
know how far
skeletons
eyesight-
around it.
Eyeline was, so
And then
Okay.
like
Well, it's
the
also the
pillar,
connection to
I'm
skeletons.
pretty sure.
They're
if you
right
past
here.
that 1,000 feet. It can still
So I might have
operate,
missed the
but you no longer
description,
get
but I think
the
it was a mountain.
okay.
Was it a marble pillar or a mountain?
plateau. So yes, both. It's an unworked marble plateau, meaning it's the size of a mountain. It goes up into the air
So
quite a bit, but there's
Yeah.
no mountain top.
It
There's
has
no
slopes and it's flat on top.
my point still stands that if I hit stuff real loud on top of that thing, then people far away are going to hear it.
3 miles away, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. The Nightwalker's 1,000 feet from us.
Science side of this party, what do you think?
All right, so the Nightwalker's 1,000 feet from us, and the other thing is about 15,000 feet from us.
So if we have to go and talk to this dragon, or we have to. If we let the Nightcrawler get away with the students, we're gonna lose them forever. Because it's gonna take so much time.
I was actually reading the chat, and it made me laugh. That's all.
What does it say?
That's
Oh,
exactly what I was thinking.
Made of marble. I was legit imagining a perfect spherical glass orb.
I made a joke.
So I say if we want this to get the students, we don't have to get them. But if we want to get them, we gotta.
Talkington's getting into the pumpkin pie.
We
The
got.
cat is getting into the pumpkin pie. I repeat, the cat is getting into the pumpkin pie.
We have to do something because we have to sit here and talk to this thing. By the time we're done, those guys are gonna be gone forever.
If we talk to the Draco Lich, we might not be able to get the students. If we get the students, we can still talk to the Draco Lich.
Yes. I'm not worried
I'm going
about.
to get the students by trying to kill the Nightwalker.
Not worried about.
Pretty sure
Cobalt
I'm not allowed to
skeletons.
touch those things anyway, but
I'm not worried about cobalt skeletons. I'm worried about losing the people we were contracted to come here and get in the first place.
I'm going to start thinking of all the things I wanted to do before I die.
I don't think we should go after the students at this point in time.
I think we should.
I think we should try to get the students.
So we got 2, 1,
All right, we have a goblin.
goblin.
You want to fight the Nightwalker or go fight a Draco Lich? The Draco Lich is scarier.
If we get the students, you have more people you could talk to
Do you have this?
that
I don't
aren't
care about talking to people.
that aren't creepy.
have-
I just want to get out of
Do
here.
you have the calm emotion spell?
I think we're dead either way. I have a panic attack and die.
This is gonna sound
Give
very
him a
evil.
hug.
This is gonna sound very evil, but we don't have anything to offer the Draco.
No,
Lich.
the body of the great worm that Leon Anduin rode on.
We don't have anything immediately to give it.
No, we're gonna help it get that.
But if we kill the Nightcrawler, at least we don't have to sacrifice the students, but he's got more souls.
I just want to point out that it's a night walker. If it was a
Night
crawler, I think it would be less scary.
Nightwalker, my bad. But
That one's blue and teleports.
we have 4 people that are still alive and a bunch of souls that are not. If he wants a tribute right away,
We could take the rest of the souls the
Couldn't we
Nightwalker
go-
has.
Could we at least go
Yes.
have a conversation with him? Because he might be on our side, and then he could help us get the people back.
It's
He's been right so far.
It's a Draco Lich.
it's no. We
Fine,
we
we'll go
either-
touch the bad touch.
we either touch the bad touch or we lose the good touch. Okay. that-
For the good touch!
Well,
For my shock lizard.
Onward! To death!
yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get it. Yep. I don't.
That's what you want to do.
I think we want to have a firing line on that Nightwalker. Can we try to sneak on him?
Time to die. Not them. Us.
Momento, por favor.
What is your strongest spell? Just let's open with that.
Illusory Dragon.
Can you make it blue eyes?
Yeah.
And white.
Out here.
No, I'd rather have some more diversity.
You're talking to a white dragonborn.
I just wanted to make David have a spit take, but it didn't quite work.
I'm ready for this. I would say bloodbath, but there's probably not going to be much blood.
No, there's going to be lots of blood from us.
Yeah. I'll be fine.
No, you won't.
I can try to dominate the monster.
Same.
Or just. I like the idea. Like, I'm going to send you away for a little bit.
So I could banish it.
Yes.
It returns to its home plane.
Oh, yeah, that's
So-
it's home plane, so never mind.
Well, if you concentrate on it, it will return to its home plane. In the
For a full
meantime,
minute.
it goes to a demiplane.
Yeah. It'll last a minute.
So don't
I
we
think it'll
need
come back
3
angry.
of those in order to not die?
3.
Because there's 3.
There's 1.
So my
That's
spell
a
save
lot
is
different than what I was imagining.
There's 1 Nightwalker.
There's 1 night walker.
There's 1 Nightwalker.
Okay.
When we first found them, there was 1 leading the souls and 2 patrolling the area.
And one of them went away, so we can't see it.
They kept kept going with the patrol. Like the one leading all the souls kept going. Those 2 stayed there.
Question for you. Do they talk to each other?
The Nightwalkers? I don't...
I guess that's a question for the lore guy.
I am a lore guy.
But
Thank
he's
you.
more of a lore guy.
I will hurt you.
Didn't he go to school?
I swear to God. To the Raven Queen herself, she will be speaking to you personally soon. You don't shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, she's probably going to check on me eventually, so...
I'll stay out of this, but yes, you should ask me.
Okay. So do they talk to each other, those Nightwalker guys? Like, if he was like, I'm screaming in pain and you're 3 miles away! Kind of like... talk.
You just made me
Should I
fart
roll
on that.
a Arcana check or a
Made you ink.
Arcana.
Arcana?
Ink.
31.
31. So, there haven't really been a ton of testing and stuff done on Nightwalkers, because typically if you're close enough to test on them, it's close enough to murder you. That being said, let Andrew double check stat block really quick.
But like
It understands
behavioral
languages.
studies of while they're
Yeah,
doing
right.
things.
I'm just imagining the scene from
It
Jurassic Park where he's
comprehends
like,
languages.
"They
I
talk
do
to
not
each
believe
other."
it can speak humanoid tongues.
Uh,
I also think it has telepathy.
it has no speaking. It does not speak. So it gives impressions and stuff directly into your
Holy
head.
shit, this thing must be amazing at charades.
It doesn't communicate through telepathy.
We
It
can
makes you feel things.
It uses soul stuff to communicate with your soul.
Oh.
Think of like a
Oh.
Dementor.
So it's not like interpretive dance.
No,
My degree's useless.
I'm sorry.
That needs
Yeah, but degree in
degree.
You have a degree. It's so easy. You should try.
No, I do.
I cast a plane shift on myself and leave these guys here.
If me
Yeah,
and him both
Bigby's
know
hand
interpretive
flip
dance,
table.
can we interpret each other and communicate through dance?
I'm not answering questions.
I'm declining questions at this time.
Can we
If you
try?
ask me that question later, I will do that as well.
All right.
Just kidding.
So there's two things that monks are good at: meditating and dance. You wouldn't believe it.
You're not a monk.
Excuse me. Wow. I'm just not going to talk to you anymore. Bad vibes.
That's fine.
That works.
Could you please hand David? I'm giving you this responsibility now.
Oh God. What do you want?
I just want you to switch to battle.
Battlement. 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 Battlement.
Yep.
Good games.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Is that
Nice.
good? Is that great?
That's bueno.
Okay.
Diaz.
So
Buenos dias, fuckboy.
it's literally desert maps cannot get much easier. If I'm being completely honest, because it's just black sand and dust.
Which is also sand.
You guys are currently 1,000 feet away. I
thought
have you guys on the board just so we can have the board.
Run.
There sure was, buddy.
Okay.
I have an idea.
That statement's never gone wrong before.
Could you? How far could Bigsby's hand throw something?
Not 1,000 feet.
Are we 1,000 feet away?
No, I'm just saying you guys are 1,000 feet away, but that's as far as I can.
What if I
Go off the board.
leaped off of the hand and threw me?
Even if you combine the two strengths, you're still not going 1,000 feet.
How many feet could I go?
What's the strength of Bigsby's hand?
25.
5.
I have
What's your
20.
strength? 20?
Yeah.
What's a horizontal jump? It's 5 times or 3 times?
You can jump an amount equal to your strength score without having a running go. If you cast a jump spell, your horizontal jump distance is multiplied by 3. So that's 60 feet. Or 1,000 away.
Just was trying to think of a way to get a spring attack on him.
You might take 100 d10 when you land. Fall damage.
Going 1,000 feet.
You won't go 1,000 feet.
If you went that far.
If you went that hard, it would be 100 d6.
Okay.
D6s.
100 G6s. If I was raging,
That would average out at 300.
yeah, we did.
You're about to ask a question.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, have you guys ever heard of a stealth attack?
That's what I was gonna push for.
We're in an
'Cause I
open-
have a thing where I'm good at that.
We're
So
behind it.
I'd like to do that.
Okay. You don't want me to pull my sword out, yell, and run at it 1,000 feet.
No.
Okay.
I stopped talking to him. Can you please tell him that's a bad idea?
No.
Can you tell him it's a bad idea?
Bad touch. Don't touch it.
I have been on the boat of touching the bad touch this entire time.
All right.
We
So-
know.
Sounds like you guys are going to go touch the bad regardless. Sounds like it's what the group voted for.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that, but I would say that I'm moving this campaign along.
Just straight here on dick there, David.
We're gonna die either way.
Rogue One, Andrew. Rogue One.
All right. What is your marching order?
I cast rope.
I'm going to be behind him because he's the only other
What
person who's
is
in
the
melee.
surprise attack? Because I am not stealthy.
So there's just dirt, right? Is there dunes? Is there like verticality in this? Is there
Not much in this particular scenario because there's the large marble pillar. You guys are kind of going downhill towards
Is
it.
there a breeze?
Is there a breeze?
Since we got the, I'm just.
There is a breeze.
So my idea would be that we use some of the magic in our party.
We're probably gonna hit it from range, and then probably get within 60 feet, hit it with as much range as we can, and then we rush it.
I
with the
could-
melee.
Well, I was thinking like
I could stand.
do like magic, and then like I can't be seen,
I
he
can.
can't be seen,
I can
and we
kind
get
of be a
close, and then you
decoy.
guys stay in range.
I could be a decoy. I could yell from one spot, and you guys are at a different spot, and then just fucking you get.
We could also try to sneak into its line.
I can make an illusion so you guys can't be seen.
Your,
Give you some cover, and then...
your call. If I scream at it, it will likely come towards me.
Mhm.
If you guys are in a different spot, he probably won't.
Do that.
I need
Do
to be
that.
within 10 feet before I start hitting it. And
Well, you have your echo though.
yeah, but I can only do my echo like 30 feet away from me, and then it takes 15 of my movement to do that.
It's not at a higher level. You could make it walk a lot further.
I can make it walk a lot further, but I have to see through its eyes.
Okay. Well, how do we want? What is the surprise attack?
All right, we get within 60 feet. We hit it with range. You draw its attention by yelling. You hide nearby so you can sneak attack it when it gets close.
But I
Do you-
can't hide behind
Do
anything.
you want me
Okay,
to
yeah.
split
Oh.
off, or do
Not
you?
too far, like
Not-
15 to 20 feet.
Okay. So I'll.
30 at most.
You did this like really cool thing where you made a box.
I'm gonna do that for you.
So let's. I just as a representation for Andrew's visual. That's the rest of the party. I'd like to be like in front, off to the side, that far away. So about 20 feet away, 30 feet at the most. Out in front. You'd say, yell at it when I get within 100.
When you see us hit it, yell.
When I see it? When I see it?
Wait.
Wait, what do you mean when I see
We're gonna
it?
shoot stuff at it, and then
Okay.
you yell.
Okay.
So I hate to keep bringing up ideas and stuff, but there's people who are living with it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't you say that it does this like thing when it touches people?
It has to kill them, which it could do. But I'm hoping people hitting it from far away will make it not want to do that.
But if it does,
I will cast a spell.
no, I mean, what does it do if it touches people and like kills them?
It
Could turn
it takes an amount of time. It doesn't happen immediately, but eventually a shadow will rise from the corpse.
We will be far enough away from it and have enough time to do something about it before.
At
it
least
gets
I
to us.
think it takes time. It might happen faster on the Shadowfell.
It might.
So
It might be big suck. It might not.
Mm-hmm.
It's only one way to find out.
I think I'll try to get them away from him at that point and kind of shepherd them away.
That's a great idea.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I'm down for somebody doing that. I just figured I wasn't the best one to do that.
Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. You got you 30 feet out and in front. Take this. Boop.
Hey.
Boop.
That's further than 30.
It was a diagonal 30 when I did it.
I would like to move up to here. Or can I just move myself?
Might not be able to. I wasn't expecting people to bring computer stuff with them for this, so I don't think I set it up. Doesn't mean I can't do it quickly.
You can at least ping the spot, so that's
Oh,
all that matters. But
All right. I know what I'm going to lead with.
do we have to
Oh, you should be able to.
do any rolls as we're trying to approach this thing?
Yes, you do. Everybody go and give me some stealth checks.
I cannot. 25.
Is that plus deck?
I'd like to roll at advantage.
I have advantages in Swift Nibbling.
For stealth checks? Really?
In rocky terrain. Dark and rocky.
This is Sandy.
That dex. Did I add to it? What do I add to stealth?
Your stealth roll.
Dex. Okay, so 19.
19.
Yeah, the stealth roll doesn't pop up for me. It might be because I have 0, but I don't know.
Andrezi.
Oh, there it is. I just wasn't scrolling. Oh, I have 20 actually.
21.
21.
How do I have to click on a token
I
or
just
whatever
was
the other
not
things
going down far enough.
are from each other,
Cool. I got an 18.
don't
18.
Yes.
You roll for this dude really quick. Click on token. Oh, no. There's the ruler tool in the middle of the toolbar to the left. They should be able to use. Oh, still. Yeah, 22. These guys have a passive perception of 9, by the way. So,
We did.
yeah,
We
you guys
did.
obliterated that DC.
I?
So you get literally, how close do you want to get before you start unloading?
So Colby, my plan is to rage. You've seen Predator, right?
No.
You've seen Predator. The first one. And you're not gonna get the reference. Never mind. I'm gonna rage, do a big yell, and throw a javelin at it.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Okay.
If that is not a good plan,
I think you should wait until we're close enough, like me.
well, I would do it when everybody's close enough to
go.
after me.
I want to stay with the artificer and help him use his ballista and snipe spells.
Probably a smart idea.
Yeah.
And then
I don't want to go touch the bad touch.
Yeah, that touch bad.
you do not. I do not need you to touch the bad touch. I will do all of the touching.
I'm gonna
for
enjoy
you.
it watching you do that.
I have
So
nothing
you're
to do.
throwing the first javelin, and
Yep.
you want to be exactly where you're at.
How far away am I, Andrew?
You are.
Sand is just very small rocks. Thank you.
She's right.
50 feet.
50 feet.
With my strength, probably could get a javelin there, right?
The range is 20 over 60, so you'd have disadvantage, but you can make an attempt.
You could do reckless attack.
No, no. So, are we good? We're ready for this?
All right. I'm gonna hold up a hand. 3, 2, 1, and we all unload on him.
So, I rage. Ah! Go javelin.
Let's see if I have.
So hold on, let me.
I
Oh, my javelin.
am not gonna
here.
potentially waste the spell slot, so I'm gonna open.
Where is my?
Bolt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use surprise attack, which is a thing that I have as a bugbear, and then I'm gonna use my crossbow.
Okay. So, really quick, we will get into that turn order.
Initiative.
Initiative.
Oh crap! I have so much. I have a +8.
I have a +1. Did you take the alert feat?
I think I might have.
That's the only way you can get over 5.
The wrong button.
11.
Load.
Mood.
Now we need to roll initiative.
What'd you get?
Oh, I didn't roll it. My bad. Oh, I have advantage though. 14.
What do you sniff
14?
about?
I was good because I rolled
Bartleby.
a 4 at first.
13.
15.
11.
11.
Natural 20, 28.
28.
This is not a skill check. You do not need to get that high to go first.
Alright, so you guys decide that Rigviar was going to be opening up, though. So, Rigviar.
I think we had an opening salvo.
Yeah. I think it was like everybody's. He put a hand up. He's like, everybody, whoa.
Alright. Jaden.
So I go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys get a surprise round.
So I'm gonna use my crossbow, which is going to be 18 to hit,
18 will hit.
and that is 9 plus 2d6. So that's 5 4, so that's
Reckless attack
18
would be
total
okay.
damage.
Okay.
And then for a bonus action, I'm gonna manifest my echo right next to the dragonborn.
What if I crit?
The ghosts are in the initiative order?
Everybody's in the initiative order.
Mm-mm. That might not be a good sign.
Could you move that turn order just onto the screen a little bit? Or is that my job?
Yeah, that's your job.
Okay.
I do not. The Bluetooth dongle don't reach this far for whatever reason.
Alright.
Alright. So, opening salvo, you hit, dealing 18 points of damage. Correct?
Yes.
Alright. So, you hit, and the bolt literally turns to dust as it makes contact.
Okay.
This is non-magical.
Because it's non-magical. Some of the damage went through, but not all of it did.
I was kind of expecting that.
Yeah. As long as it did something, even if it's 1 point, because who cares?
I'll bring it to Captain Ningle's turn, also known as Yell.
Yeah.
He is going to just scream at the top of his lungs, and he's going to shoot.
Oh, I didn't see that. Daddy Egg had hopped in. I don't know if
Daddy Egg.
she's still here.
He's gonna miss.
me, guys.
He points his gun, fires, and just goes wide. So wide.
Oh,
I
what?
don't even hear a ping. Just gone.
Never trust a level 6
Into
of
the
your
distance,
life.
and he's just like hands shaking.
It's okay, bud.
Are you with us?
Rigvio.
All right. Throwing the jab.
I'm like a few feet ahead of you guys.
16 to hit.
16 will hit.
All right. 1d6.
I remember
Your javelins.
Yeah.
So that's 10.
10?
Yep. It's a surprise round. Would I have enough time to throw another one?
No, you get one
Okay,
attack.
that's
So you're basically taking a reaction.
It's a surprise round.
yeah.
all
So
I get is
okay,
a
so then I
reaction.
don't. Then that's all I can do.
Okay.
Again, probably just go. There's dust, right?
It does. It makes contact with it dead and center in the chest as he is turned
I'm
around.
looking at
With
my
you
action.
guys,
Then-
loud bang, screaming.
Yeah.
It and just disintegrates, not just into dust, but that same black sand is all around.
And then for thematic purposes, Black Razor draw.
Cool.
As expected. Well, in Predator 1, Arnold does a giant yell where he calls the Predator and goes, "Oh!" That's what I was going for.
Arnold.
I know that meme.
Okay, well, there you go.
I was just taking a spell real quick. I just close that.
Thunderclap.
I think that
Like
would hit.
thunderstruck on your loot.
That would hit Growl.
That
That
happened in
wouldn't
my
hit
very
anybody
first
else.
campaign. Was we were all in a small area, and this guy was like, "I'm going to use Thunderclap." It just zapped everybody. It
Mhm.
was awesome. DM was big. DM was big mean and didn't tell him about it.
Bonus action, give the artificer bardic inspiration. I feel
Ooh.
bad.
Neat.
And then I will cast Bigsby's hand.
All right.
Bigsby's
Make it look handy last time.
Good.
Handy.
Stop. Stop. I hate it.
You having fun over there, Jax?
And then he goes down a cliff and explodes for some reason because
Stop.
90 SpongeBob.
Well, Spears.
Ooh. Not pets is a bed.
You're so scary the way you're sitting in the corner shaking.
I didn't really realize how tiny he was. I was really surprised.
All
I've
right.
never seen a Dalmatian that small.
Bixby's hand.
Bailey's a good girl.
Dude, she was so
Alright.
like cuddly.
Where are you
and
putting
carefree
the
Not
dog
back
for
here.
off camera.
Wait, is it like a range?
Yes.
Or do I get to move it?
I don't.
It's 90 feet away.
Oh, yeah, it is 120 feet. I will put it right in front of the bad guy.
There we go.
Can I put it like here towards us so there's kind of like a blocking
Right there.
Yes, thank you.
Cool.
Yes.
Can you do anything with it on cast?
I don't think so. Wait,
I think you can hit him with it.
I'm still reading the. That's why it's taking me so long. It's a lot of text, and I'm not a fast reader.
Use your punching hand.
I'll use clench fist.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I can use that immediately or
I
not.
think you can.
Can I?
Mhm.
Okay, I can. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it will be 48.
It do be
Can I
a
make a
cool
melee
hit.
attack?
It do be a cool
A
spell like
magical
that.
On a melee
attack,
spell
right?
attack, do I add my my spell modifier?
Yes.
Sure do. Spell attack modifier.
That one.
All
Oh,
that build up.
The decisions. Can you roll me a D100, please?
Yes, please.
All that build up.
50.
And the other one as well.
The D10.
Yeah.
My bad. 4.
54. Okay. I literally had it at a 50-50 shot. If you rolled under 50, you were going to hit the commoner standing right next to it. And just make blood paste. But you didn't.
Oh, they're common.
I can just see the hand go.
That's their spell. Well, they're students that are an archaeological thing.
Uh-huh.
Blood.
So usually it would have to attack something to kill it, but those little fuckers a poke. One poke.
If only
I said
there was
50 and I heard
something.
your brain do the fax noise.
Make a wall or something.
So you cast Bigsby's hand, send it forward, and he is just
I'll do it.
rushing in with a clenched fist. And there's a moment where this commoner, so scared about what's happening, takes a misstep and is about to fall into the path of it. So you have to pull back on Bigsby's hand before it can actually make contact with Nightwalker.
Okay. See, I didn't mess up. It messed me up.
Yep.
You'd hit him so hard the blood paste would actually do damage to the Night Walker.
Bone shrapnel actually does a couple points of
That is
bleeding
going
with
to
that.
to the Nightwalkers. No, wait, surprise round. It's not the Nightwalker's turn. Colby. Think about it.
I'm gonna yell at the students, stand next to each other, fast! And I'm gonna shoot a firebolt.
Okay.
Because I need to save concentration. That'll be a 18 plus stuff to hit. For 3d10. A 10, a 6, and a 6, so 22 total.
Alright, so you
just
you cast it out. There's a large impact as it hits its chest. And for a minute, like some of that smoke and stuff that it billows off of it actually turns into black flame. But it seems largely unaffected overall.
doesn't do the full amount of damage I thought it would. Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
Okay.
Alright, that is going to bring it back to Jaden. Top of the turn.
So I'm going to use my movement and move up to I guess like 30 feet away from the creature. And I'm going to use my bonus action to move my shadow into range of the Shadow Walker.
How many times can you do shadow?
What's your movement?
My
do it independently.
movement should be 30.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you can make it to there.
Yeah.
You can literally.
And then
you can
my
participate
shadow
in
has
next
10 feet
turn.
of range, so I'm hoping
I don't know
to
if I
like
can
move
do
it kind
anything.
of next to where Bixby's
Okay.
hand would be.
That I played it.
And how far can you move the shot?
30 feet away from me.
Number of times
30
equal to
feet.
your proficiency
Yeah,
bonus.
otherwise it dissipates.
I thought it was a number of times equal to your
Yeah,
proficiency
there's
bonus.
nothing that states that you can't do it indefinitely. Literally, if it dissipates, you can do it next turn.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to
Yep.
manage.
Okay, I thought you made so many charges. I'm glad I was wrong.
Yeah.
That's as far as you can get with the shadow.
Okay, hold on a second.
Does it also have javelins? Or a crossbow?
It wouldn't
Sure.
have, well, I mean, I guess.
We'll have everything.
Add
you
whatever
want.
weapons you have.
Okay, then I'll use, I'll make a crossbow attack.
Okay.
And I can't use one of the features because it specifies melee, but I'll do a crossbow attack with it, which is going to be
You get multiple attacks?
15 to hit.
15 does hit.
And that's going to be 10 total damage, and I need to check out how many times I can use.
Do you have crossbow expert?
I do not.
Okay, you can't. You can only do it once.
So going to do that, and I think that will end my turn.
Okay, you got it.
Stay back.
That is going to bring it to this ghost's turn.
Gosh.
This ghost is going to take the moment, and you see that it is wearing the same type of uniform and clothes as the students are,
Mm-hmm.
and it is going to just start trying to make its way away.
Did it hear me?
It did.
Touch them.
The ones that listen, I can help.
Well, he's a ghost, so it's okay.
Back to Captain Ningle's turn. Not Captain Ningle. God, I keep doing that to myself.
Let's see where you went. Oh.
It did go up.
Okay.
They're going to cast Firebolt out of their gun.
Bang.
Bang. Alright, they hit this time.
Hey!
So they're going to deal 18 points of fire damage,
Your encouragement helped.
Interesting.
and they still haven't even used the Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, it is.
Score.
Mm.
So that's going to be their turn. Rigby.
I'm gonna do the smart thing and throw another javelin on it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna rush it yet.
My character's waiting until it touches somebody else.
24 to hit.
If we're here until midnight, I'm not gonna make D&D tomorrow.
That's gonna be what is it? +6. My bad.
I'm probably just going to finish this round of combat and then call it a day. We have technical issues, so we'll have to pick up back in the middle of the fight.
9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
I'd like to use
Got it.
I have an extra attack, so I'll throw another one. And that's
Let's
all.
go.
That's all my javelins. So. That's a 27 to hit. That's 7 damage.
7.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm out of javelins. So.
Black Razor on your hip is just in your head, telling you to rush forward and lay waste to those ghosts and commoners.
Shut up. Be quiet,
It's
dude.
so easy picking.
I already fed you yesterday. You can calm down. You do get temporary hit points. As a last resort. It's like I'm
Sorry, it's near you.
on the ground and just like, alright, I'm good.
This commoner in the front of this line is going to start trying to run back so they can group up for you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to follow the ghost's lead. They get
Attack of opportunity.
attack of opportunity as this. The Nightwalker is staring you guys down, and you can see that it's focusing. But as that person starts to run away, its focus changes and looks down, and they just into dust.
Oh. Bad touch.
There is no way that they can even make the saving throw, and even with the saving throw, they would die regardless.
Yep.
1 down, 3 to go.
Miss Bailey.
Did they turn into a ghost?
No, they just turn into dust and fall to the sand.
They are gone now.
Bartleby.
Yes.
It's your turn.
It's my turn? I thought we were just doing this.
Barnel Beazle boss.
Finishing the round.
Going back to the top of the initiative, then we're going to call it.
My hand's still right there. I'm gonna try to punch again.
The D20 kind of sticks.
Here.
13 plus 3. 4. Chris plus 1.
That good?
You should be having a higher bonus to that than that.
What's your charisma?
You're adding your proficiency bonus and your charisma modifier.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I
Probably
thought it was just the
quite a
spell bonus. Oh.
Oh. Well, it's still on that one. So.
My charisma is plus 3, so plus 6. So it would be 19.
19, that'll hit.
And then
It would be +8. Your proficiency bonus is 5. Your charisma bonus is 3.
wait, am I adding proficiency plus? Is it my spell mod or is it proficiency in charisma?
Proficiency plus your spell modifier, which is
Your charisma.
charisma.
Okay,
So if your charisma is
I just wasn't adding my proficiency. That's what was going on. It wasn't my charisma.
Alright, so
then-
going forward, it's a +8.
+8, and then what's the damage die for
48
48?
force.
3, 6, 12, 15.
15. All right, as you hit, there's this odd moment where like the kind of purple energy from your Bigsby's hand makes contact with that smoke that this thing is made out of, and it punches straight through.
Right.
It does full damage.
Okay.
The other kinds of damage weren't getting all the way through.
Yeah.
But
Got it.
force damage tends to fuck some things up.
How much was it again? How much
15.
total? 15. All right.
Am I gonna hit anything on the other side of it, or no? There wasn't anything.
Nope. All right, that'll bring to this ghost's turn. They're going to get along with the pile, and that'll bring to the Nightwalker's turn.
Mm-hmm.
As
Want me to
the
be ready?
Nightwalker's turn starts up, there is just the sand starts to kick up, but instead of it whipping around like it did in the Bathos fight, it is almost starting to like multiply and condense, and instead of it being gritty as it is making contact with things, it is just cutting through. As it is like the shadow of the sand itself is raising up from the desert. As the annihilating aura starts.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Don't get too close.
It's a thing.
Bad touch.
I have to.
It is going to
Do that when you need to.
I have to hit.
that is going to be a 30-foot radius.
I might not be able to help them.
Well, we can't say we didn't try.
They are going to move forward.
And a ghost.
They're going to move forward to there.
I mean, we have speak with death.
Maybe.
Doesn't show you. I want you guys to see the aura because you'd be able to physically see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-ba-ba. There we go.
Ooh. That's not good.
And from there, it is going to use enervating focus on Rigbyar.
I'm playing devil's advocate. Does Bigsby hand get an attack of opportunity?
No.
I don't know.
No, it does not.
Doesn't? Okay.
You took Warcaster, right?
Yes.
Does it?
That's when they move up 5 feet away from him.
I just saw him move, so I was like, oh, the hand's right there. Maybe it just can go a little.
Technically, all those commoners could swing.
No.
24 to hit on Rigbyar.
Yeah, that hits. Yes.
Alright. You're going to take 27 points of necrotic damage. Please make me a DC 21 Constitution save.
It is halved.
You do not have necrotic damage.
I have resistance to all
Oh,
damage
you took the
except
bear.
for
Yeah,
sight.
in my head, you're. Yeah.
Yep.
When did you start raging?
I raged right at the start, remember? I did. I told you, I said I'm going to throw a javelin and rage. So, yeah.
I'm fucking with you. Yeah.
So 14, you want me to roll? You still want me to roll?
Uh,
Since I have resistance?
yes, and please. Yep. DC 21.
Saving throw? Oh, fuck. Wait. I have advantage.
I don't think you should.
No, I don't. No, 19.
19.
Yep.
All right, you're running this. It. Your maximum health is going to go down by 14 as well.
Okay.
And then it is also going to point at Jaden. He's going to point at you and use the same thing.
I'm going to use my reaction to have my shadow intercept whatever that is.
So you guys are going to swap places, or is it just going to
Technically,
bring out, take the hit?
so technically, I can just move it in front of whoever's going to take an attack. For flavor, I can just swap places if that makes more sense thematically.
I was just wondering what the action was.
I can read it.
I think you have a mechanic where you do swap places.
I do have. I have
It
one
is.
for the swapping places, and then the one is.
I think it's a reaction.
Yeah. A second.
All right, cool. That's fine. All
yeah,
right.
Shadow Martyr. You can make your echo throw itself in front of it, attack directed at another creature you can see. Okay, so not myself.
I think you can do it to yourself.
You can use your reaction to teleport to the echo to an unoccupied space in front of 5 feet in front of the targeted creature.
Yeah, I will say that will work.
Okay.
So it'll teleport in front of you, and it will take the hit for you.
Okay.
There's this weird moment where you're feeling this, as it hits Rigbyard with this attack, you don't really see anything actually happen, except for he physically gets smaller for a moment as, like, life force is taken from him. His shoulders slump, and you're looking at him very confused as the Nightwalker turns its gaze on you. You're feeling that same pressure and energy. But right before that damage and feeling can become permanent, you manage to intercept it with your echo, and it just into nothing. And that's going to be its turn. Singled up.
Alright. That aura, does it appear to be killing the commoners?
Pretty sure it will.
Okay. I'm gonna try something.
Alright.
Would you make me a DC 21 Wisdom save?
I love it when you tell them to do something you don't.
I was adding +9 because I get a +1 from the artificer.
I get that as well.
Boom. They fail.
Dominate monster.
Ooh. They don't have legendary resistance either. Which is
So,
what I was checking for.
I'm in charge of it for an hour.
Okay.
If we just.
Yep.
Can we just kill it real?
So I see that enervating field come up, I'm like, stop that! Put it away! So, I just don't want the commoners to die.
Is it gonna just stay in it?
So, correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but we have a great offering right now.
Did it make it with advantage?
No,
You're wrong.
it's
It
not the
cannot
same
eat this
thing.
whole-
We're fighting.
It's a so.
But it
Yeah.
doesn't need to.
Regardless.
Yeah.
So
Roll
It
15
works,
and 12.
it's like killing its employee.
So how Black Razor's a siphon for souls? It's a siphon for souls. Eating it would not do anything because it's basically a ball of corrupted souls. Corrupted soul eat bad.
When Black Razor eats a soul, it poops out what that's made of. It's not going to eat its own poop. That's not good.
So
Well,
instead
so
of
the
ending the
Draco
combat round, you guys want to stand around it and beat it to death?
It can make saves again when it gets damaged.
You want to stand around in a circle and beat
I
it
was
to
gonna
death?
say we should go over to the Draco Lich and see if he wants to help us with the problem. But...
Yeah, I have a Nightwalker for offering.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if it can be
I
maintained for an
didn't-
hour, I say yeah.
That's what Dave was saying. I just didn't think it'd make a good offering because it's like killing its employee in front of it.
Well, he
and
might
it's
just
all-
out of spite want to kill it. Just just eat it just because like, oh hey,
Yeah, I mean,
thanks.
Us having a Nightwalker for an hour is only gonna help negotiations.
This is true.
That's
Look
all.
at what we can do. We're helpful.
We're going to call it there.
okay.
When you said you were gonna end the combat anyway, I'm like, do I have the spell for you?
Hold on, real quick. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry we had some technical difficulties. Those that are going to be watching this on YouTube might look a little jittery cut up, because it's going to be now. But, so if it looks like we're a little frazzled at the end, just a smidge for me. But thank you very much for showing up, playing. You guys, I appreciate it. And thank you for sitting through with us.
Alright.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Oh,
Don't forget to stay and neuter your pets.
hello.
Thank you very much.
All right. You got the mouse and stuff.
Okay, I was like, okay. Oh,
No breaks on this train.